Steady, I feel ready, but my legs heavy, I don't get it. How come I haven't hit it already? Still working, I'm still learning, I'm still searching, finally earning something, finally turning something called a profit. If I hear you talking shit, don't get caught in it. I'll be popping off and hit your ass, dropping all your shit. Yeah, I promise this, I got promises, you ain't stopping this. Cross my shit, you'll be knocked unconscious, bitch. That's the consequence, I got this, I will not quit. And I'm on it, honest, I'm gonna launch quick, and I'm gone. It's just a matter of time before I'm over the prime and moving under my prime. Just quit my 9 to 5, I'm rocking, and they watching, cause it's shocking, dropping all these top 10s. I'm so stopping, it's time to live my life, it's time to live my die. Wish I could slow down time and just enjoy the climb. I'm the one to get it, bro. I swear to God, I did it, yeah. So don't just let me get it. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I'm the one to get it, bro. I swear to God, I'll get it, bro. Hey, I ain't never giving up. Yeah, I never give up. I got this, and I got it. I will work when I'm on it. Never walk it. Got the block that I'm toxic. Sitting logic, think I'm nauseous. Honest, did I stop this? Never cautious. Swap it. I'm the hardest. Dark, darkness, watching. I'm the fucking king of darkness. Profit, green oxygen. I'm dropping, chronic. I think I'm motherfucking lost it. Better back, making tracks for a test. And I'm back to the mess. Running that, that's a fact. We attack in a press. Go we dead, go we dead. Think I'm black, cause it's dead. On my left, cause it's dead. Go we down, leave a crap. We're related to the bit. Gotta play it better than most players. Goddamn, I'm a bomb till I die. Never lie, never lie. I don't try, I just try. Get the job, and I'm fight, yeah. Yeah, I've been in and out the studio like a student though, working on a movement, yeah, I'll do it cause I'm in the zone. And you know that I'm ready for the shows, how it goes, I don't know, but I'm waiting till I'm chose one. Well, here I go, all these people wanna know what you think of them lately. Do you really love me or do you really hate me? On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you grade me? All this social media has got me going crazy lately. Everything's inflated, mainly everyone's invaded. Privacy is naked, and I really hate it. God, I really hate it. I just wanna make it through all this fake shit. Living in the real life, looking for some real time. Talk about the real climb, passionate in real rhymes. Real time, bad for my 9 to 5. Taking back my fucking life. I just wanna feel alive. I'm the one who did it, girl. I swear to God, I did it, girl. So don't just let me do it. Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm the one to get it, bro. I swear to God, I'll get it, bro. Hey, I ain't never giving up. Yeah, I never give up. Take it till I make it. Motherfucking take it, take it back from these haters. Playing tracks for the traitors. Got the passion in raps when it happens. Factions and actions, trapped in their captains. It's happening, I'm blazing my status. Facing the madness, I'm not getting traction. Avoid the distractions. I'm snapping no options. Attracting reactions. Adapting, attacking, commanding the masses. I'm practiced and habits. I don't fucking ask this. I just fucking grab it. I am never static. Massively active, expanding. Faster, planning to happen. So I will go after it. And I'ma stay after it. I'm a fucking master it. But I'm all blasted. They will never grasp it. Don't be so dramatic. Not my demographic. This shit is democratic. They phone effects that bitch. Yeah, I just wanna be the greatest. Everybody knows my name, shit. I'ma have this whole fucking playlist, spitting with the same wit. And I'm gonna be famous. Ain't nobody able to delay this. Coming up, I had a vision to make it. Never wanted to be nothing, always wanted to play. Sitting class, always wondering why I love the same shit. How the hell am I different if we all know the same shit? I ain't never let them down me. It's about me. Keep my head down, let my mouth speak. They surround me. They all about the clout, see, where the crowd is. Every time I speak loudly, they more about me. Man, you know I got a bounty on these lousy ass haters that surround me. Still they doubt me, they don't know nothing about me. Still I'm out quick, I'ma change that soon. Better watch out now, bitch. And I just wanna be famous. Yeah, I just wanna be the greatest. Yeah. Man, I just wanna be famous. Yeah. And I'm not playing any more games. Either put me on the charts or I'll put you up in flames. Better recognize art, cause I don't forget names. Should've seen me from the start, coming at you like a train. Think I'm about to fall apart every single fucking day. Seeing all these damn stars with my well-deserved fame. And I spit these gold bars while they spitting out shit. Man, I give this shit hard, but it gives me back pain. I wanna be a spectacle, they skeptical. But man, I got the chemical, exceptional. I do it all intentional, professional. So I can make that decimal incredible. I'm not thinking, man, saying that I've gone insane. I'm not ever gonna make it cause the game has changed. I'm not good enough, man, no, that's not okay. Tell me that shit again and I'll stop and pray. And I just wanna be famous. Yeah, I just wanna be the greatest. And I just wanna be famous. Now wake up, you got some shit to do. It's 6 a.m., I don't care, you got some shit to prove. Cause right now, you ain't got nothing that big to lose. So get your ass to work and don't you dare hit snooze. Can't stop this, I'm obnoxious. And I'm honest and novice with promise. Make monsters unconscious, but I'm not shit. Think I've lost it, I've got it. Spitting all this, still I'm not it. I got this, I will not quit. Man, I'm all in, balling on a budget. Man, I'm stalling, crawling. Cause I'm nothing, but I'm all in, calling. I'll be something, yeah, I'ma get it now. You can leave if you don't like it. Say it out loud, you believe it, you can fight this. Keep my head down and I keep on going down this. Make it somehow, I believe it when I write this. Yeah. And I just wanna be famous. Yeah, I just wanna be the greatest. And I just wanna be famous. You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different and you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it though. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, no one's your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make a zoom. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions. They block in your vision, but no, you can't listen. That shit is all fiction cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming. There's no way that you make it, and maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it, or you just gotta take that, you can take it all back, don't tell me you believe that, or you just gotta take that, oh baby, fucking fight back. Fucking fight back. You ain't gonna make it, you ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them in the battle, then you face it. Thinking that they're giving them your life, think it's straight kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying, I'm not fucking playing. No shit you say, man, there's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just nah, I don't wanna hear it anymore. I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these fucking thoughts are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the motherfucking door on all you poor ass haters with your heads in the clouds. Talking out loud so proud. You better shut your goddamn mouth before I do more speak out. It's about to get never gonna make it. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Or you just gotta take that. You can take it all day. Don't tell me you believe that. Or you just gotta take that. Oh, will you fucking fight back? Oh, will you fucking fight back? You have one shot from stage, what you got to play, generic drops for days, still the people rage. Am I not insane? Can you stop and explain why these drops are so lame? It's money buying your fame. I'm fucking on, I'm killing it with this song. You haters can sing along or go back where you belong. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with giving up, moving on, cause I took your girl to prom, she can't help but sing this song. Comes off till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out and my high progress. I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse, till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out and my high progress. I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse. She's so gone like a light switch turning back. There's nothing wrong with the way that she's fucking that. I just want that body back. Come on, baby, bring it back. I'm so gone, faded off the 30 racks. She's so gone like a light switch turning back. There's nothing wrong with the way that she's fucking that. I just want that body back. Come on, baby, bring it back. Yeah, I rap with the passion that I got it in me. I've been waiting quite a long time for y'all to hear me. It's about damn time you put some stock into me. You're either sponsoring me or fucking bothering me. And the fact is, we just practice on this madness. That is why our status is like a canvas. Chances our advancement is enhancing, and this new expansion's like a mission. Comes on till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out and my high progress. I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse, till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out and my high progress. I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse.
Yo, to my boxing family. What's going on to all the boxing guys out there, man? Everybody out there, man. Like and subscribe. Salute to the chat. Salute to Lance. Salute to Papa. Salute to everybody, man. How's everybody feeling today? You know, I share this London flavor with you with all the boxing and all the boxing that's coming up. But what we got to focus on right now, yeah, is we've got a great fight. And I don't know how much of a great fight. Actually, I need to take that back. But we've got a good fight, hopefully coming on the weekend. And I want to cook it up, man. I want to talk about this Terence Crawford against Brook. And the reason why I've made this thumbnail today is everybody is talking about so many other things, but we're forgetting this weekend, it's this fight. And this is the fight that's coming up next. So just, you know, I thought I'll just share some opinions with you guys. Maybe you guys can share some opinions with me. Rap star in the house, rap star in the building, and let's just get cooking. All right, boys. So look, my main thing is, yeah, with this Terence Crawford and Brook, what kind of a Brook are we expecting in this fight? That's what all this fight's about. This fight is about where is Brook going to be in 2020 after a few years past his best. What Brook are we getting? So that is something that we are all very, very intrigued to see which kind of Brook enters that ring. But look, one thing I need to share with you guys, and we can't cap there's no capping on this show, yeah? One thing we're going to do, we're going to speak some facts. So let's just start with this. Who's got the upper hand in this fight? And who's got all the advantages in this fight? So that's very easy. That's an easy answer, as everybody knows this. If anybody's got all the advantages, it's the A side. It's Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford has got every advantage in his favor going into this fight. We've got a Kell Brook what we haven't seen at his best. The last time we ever saw him at his best was against Sean Porter. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that was 2015 or 16, but I think it's 2015. So that's 5 years ago. You know what I mean? So 5 years ago is the last time that a lot of people saw Brook at his best. So Brook coming back, trying to make weight. And the biggest fight for me, for Brook, this is just for Brook, is Brook fighting to make weight. Not Brook fighting Terence Crawford, Brook fighting to make weight. So let's make that clear. Brook draining himself back down to 147 after a few years. Now, where is Brook in that situation? So Brook's draining himself for months and months to fight to make it to 147. The only good thing Brook's got in his contract is I believe he can go and weigh in what he wants the next day. So the biggest fight for Brook is going to be making weight. And, you know, I've seen Brook's interviews these last couple of days. I know he's been sharing some time on social media lately. And, you know, Brook starts to look a bit weak when he's going to get down to that weight, especially after years of not being able to make that weight stable. So what I suggest here is that's a big disadvantage for Brook, is coming back to a weight which he was not comfortable at after 2017. And his own trainer, let's not forget, Dominic Ingle, he's not happy with the fight. And if I'm not mistaken, he's definitely not going to be in Kell Brook's corner. So Kell Brook doesn't have his trainer, as well as knowing that he has to fight to make this weight. Not to mention, he's come out of his injuries. With his both eye sockets have got. So those both eye sockets are something in Brook's, not in Brook's favor, coming off those injuries. The other thing I say is he doesn't even have his promotional team. Eddie Hearn is not in this fight with Brook. Eddie Hearn is not promoting this fight. So just as, you know, mentioning that already, we've got 4 or 5 things against Brook going into this fight. But if you look at Terence Crawford has all the advantages. He's never been in an injury. He's comfortable at that weight. He's been, you know, okay, he hasn't fought elite opponents at that weight, but he's got a good momentum. He's coming off of a high. He's always, even though you put him in with C-class fighters and B- fighters, he's winning. But, you know, Kell Brook going in there with this for this fight, it somehow makes me feel like this could be his retirement fight. This could be the fight that he just wants to get his last big payday. Because Brook still had a name in 2017 and 18. And then he went missing and, you know, went 154 and started fighting C- and D+ fighters. So he hasn't really done anything since the Errol Spence loss. But this whole momentum and this whole fight is advantaging Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford has all the advantages going into this fight. Let's make that clear. And Brook is fighting to make weight to be in that fight. So this is what I can say, is that the whole package and this whole fight is made for Terence Crawford to get a win on his record and get a good name on his resume like Kell Brook. Because he hasn't even fought anybody around Kell Brook's level. But the Kell Brook that's going in there, if I had to put a percentage on it, I'd say this is 65 to 70% of the Kell Brook. And even if I want to be extra nice, I'd say 75% of the Kell Brook that we remember who was great at 147. So in saying that, how much chance do we give Kell Brook? Do we give Kell Brook more of a 30% chance in that fight? Well, I tell you this. If Kell Brook sets the pace and becomes dominant, and we all know when Terence Crawford doesn't win rounds or doesn't, if he doesn't feel like he's doing great in that round, he will start to take little risks. And if Terence Crawford feels that he wants to, show who's the boss, if he comes on the inside, thinks he can swing, well, that's Kell Brook's. That's how Kell Brook likes to fight. So Kell Brook, for me, has a chance in this fight, but earlier on the fight. It's got to be within the 5, 6, 7 rounds. Because as the fight goes on, that weight factor, that weight that he's been dying to fucking make, he's been dying to make this weight, could play a part in the championship rounds. And that's where Terence Crawford wants to take Brook, is into the championship rounds. So he can hope he gasses out. He doesn't have much pop in his shots anymore. And once Kell Brook doesn't have that pop in his shot where he can hurt you, then Terence Crawford is laughing all the way to the end. That's Terence Crawford the way he wants it. He wants to take that pop away from you. He wants to make sure he gasses you out. He's trying to see if he can avoid your shots for the first 4 or 5 rounds. So just as well as Kell Brook thinks he's got a game plan here early on in the fight, or think he can bully Terence Crawford has got such a great boxing IQ, he will definitely know how to avoid that punishment. Or he wants to be avoiding that punishment. He needs to go in that fight making sure he can win some rounds by not doing too much early on. And then hopefully he can take Kell Brook into the deeper waters and gas him out. And Terence Crawford could be such a crafty fighter in this fight, knowing that Kell Brook's not the same, knowing that he's coming down to this weight and killing himself in this weight. He could take Kell Brook in a certain stage in the fight where he could gas him out, flurry multiple shots, and the ref could stop the fight. If Kell Brook is not coming back with nothing and he's taking flush shots, even if those shots are not hurting Kell Brook too much, but they're consistent shots, the ref could wave the fight off. So this is what is intriguing about this fight. Is Terence Crawford just hasn't got a great resume at 147. We know that he is a pound for pound guy. But when you talk about 147, his best win is Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn doesn't kick it. Kell Brook is a better fighter and a bigger name than Jeff Horn. So Terence Crawford has to put a big showdown. Terence Crawford has to dominate this fight so that he's got Kell Brook, who ain't at his best, but Terence Crawford smoked Kell Brook in the ring. So they will say that Terence Crawford, even if Kell Brook was in his prime, Terence Crawford would have beat him. But if some of those rounds are close, and if Terence Crawford takes a few shots or even does a stinky leg, the stanky leg, you know what that is, where his leg starts to shake or he just looks uncomposed or unbalanced, that would go against Terence Crawford. But because Terence Crawford isn't getting many opponents, still a Kell Brook is good on his resume. All it does for Terence Crawford is helping his resume. That's all he's doing. Because unfortunately, he doesn't have great fighters at his resume at 147. Let's make it straight. Let's call it as it is, yeah? So this Kell Brook that they want to fight is totally made for Terence Crawford to look good on. Let's get that straight. This fight is being made for Terence Crawford to look good. So if we see anything else take place in that ring, and we see Terence Crawford hurt a little bit, we see Terence Crawford losing rounds, it doesn't help him. They will all turn around and say later that Kell Brook, in his prime, would have beat Terence Crawford. So Terence Crawford is not in a win-win situation here. But Kell Brook is in a win situation here. Only Kell Brook can totally change his life after 5 years when he was in his prime to be able to do anything here. Terence Crawford is using Kell Brook for his resume. And let me just get to some of the chat and I'll keep cooking in a minute. Just give me a sec. All right. Who we got here? Give me a second, guys. Yeah, man. Lance, what's up, bro? Mark Nash. What's up, Mark Nash in the house? Mark Nash, the real one, bro. Go salute to Mark Nash. Go subscribe to Mark Nash. You know, he's in the music game. He's in the rap game. He's a producer. From what I see about this brother, he's a talented brother. So go subscribe to Mark Nash, man. Who this? Crawford eating free food while getting paid. Hey, that's what I'm saying, bro. They're making this fight a fight to help Crawford's resume, bro. This whole fight is to help Crawford just to be active. You know what I mean? They got to keep Crawford active, bro. They're giving him a few million out of this. I'm sure Crawford's getting 4 million plus. So he got to keep active. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, as long as Crawford's still active and he can chase a big fight next, 2021, might see Crawford in a big fight, finally, with a Sean Porter, a Keith Thurman, or the ultimate Errol Spence Jr. We just don't want to see anything else. But he got to fight, you see? You got to fight, bro. So you got to eat food, bro. You know what I mean? Everybody's got to eat food, bro. That's just the way it works. Those injuries of Brook can never be recovered. Hey, man. Look, man, if you got one broken eye socket and you've just recovered from that, yeah? And then you got another broken eye socket. No matter what fight you go into, yeah? And I'm sure even as human beings, just as a mindset, just our mindset, you're going to be wary and you're going to be thinking about that even in the fight. As long as you're going to try and avoid those punches, that could be something that can go against you. Because if Brook gets to a point where he's worried about those eye sockets, man, forget about it. He can't go into this fight worried about those injuries. He's got to go all out. If you ask me, Brook got to go all out for his last ever hurrah. Brook got to give everything he's got in that ring. And he can't think about those injuries. Because everybody knows that plays in your mind. You start fighting differently, bro. You starting to wanting to protect shit. And I can't have Brook in this fight taking a back step. Brook's got to be all out, all guns blazing, in order for him to achieve anything out of this fight. You got to see Brook fight out of his soul if we're going to see Brook do anything. You know what I mean? Let's see what Lance says. We will see where his head's at. And so, hey, Lance, that's exactly what I'm telling you, bro. Look at the thumbnail, bro. What we thinking about Kell Brook? Where is his head at? You know what I mean? Because if his head's at making this weight, Terence Crawford's been training to beat the fuck out of fucking Kell Brook. Kell Brook's been training to make weight. Those are two different mindsets, bro. Those are two different mindsets, bro. When you've got to make weight, you're fighting to just make weight. That's part of the strategy, bro. Terence Crawford don't have no problems making weight. He can just focus in a game plan to just deal with Brook. But Brook has a lot of things to deal with. And then he's got to get in that ring. Let's get that straight, bro. You will see my channel. Okay. Crawford can't afford to lose to Brook. Hey, bro. If Crawford loses, and there's always an if in boxing, he's the pound for pound guy, bro. He's the pound for pound guy, bro. You know what's going to happen next? And I don't want to just say this right now before the fight, but I might as well say it. They will turn around and said that Terence Crawford was all hype. They will turn around and said that Terence Crawford, if he loses to Brook by any chance, he was capping about the fight with Errol Spence. He was clout chasing. I'm just saying, boxing fans are toxic. And already Terence Crawford doesn't get much respect. And if you ask me, that's wrong. Terence Crawford needs a lot more respect than what he gets already. So yeah, man, that won't help him, bro. That just ain't gonna fucking help him, bro. Trust me on that, man. Will Strokes. What's up, bro? What's up, Will? Kel has a chance. Hey, he has a chance, bro. Every boxer's got a chance. There's not, this is the game of boxing, bro. Every boxer's got a chance. We're not saying he got a chance, but he got a lot of things against him. He got a lot of things not going his way. Let's not forget that, bro. Yeah. Let's just keep it facts. Kell Brook has got a lot of things going against him in this fight. Let's make sure we know where we're at on this fight, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Mark, man, we're always gonna ride with the good people, bro. We're always gonna ride for the real people, man. That's how we roll, man. All right, Mark. Give me a second, bro. I'll drop it to you in a bit, bro. Brook is a total fighter. What? Brook is a total fighter. Remember. Well, look, guys. Like I said, man, I don't know how you guys are feeling about this fight. I really would like to know if you're excited about this fight because we've only got like about a month and a half left, bro, and boxing's finished for 2020. So I'm just excited about every fight what takes place. I just love boxing. I'm a passionate human being who loves boxing, man. And I want to see good fights. But I'm definitely going to be watching all the fights to the end of the year. And I want to see how Brook looks when he weighs in, bro. I got to see how Brook looks when he weighs in, bro. Because if Brook starts to look so drained, he got 24 hours with his nutritionist to go and pump himself up, bro, before he gets back in that ring with Terence Crawford, man. And if you really want to know the truth, I want Brook to bring it, bro. I want Brook to see if he can put Terence Crawford in deep waters, bro. Because I haven't seen nothing from Terence Crawford at 147. So I would like to see Terence Crawford come out of diversity. I want to see Terence Crawford hurt in the fight so that I can see what he's like when he gets hurt and then he adapts and he might knock Brook out. Those are things that helps a fighter, bro. Doesn't matter even if Terence Crawford goes down in this fight. If he's got the heart to come back and knock Brook out, that does a lot for me for Terence Crawford. That shows me that Terence Crawford in deep waters, he can dig deep in his soul, bro. That shows me that if another guy like Sean Porter, Keith Thurman comes to Terence Crawford can deal with it then. You know what I mean? And this is just because he hasn't fought many calibers at 147, bro. Let's not forget that, man. Let's keep it facts here, yeah? Let's keep it real here, man. Terence Crawford is going in this fight and it's all made, a package is made for Terence Crawford, bro. This whole package is all for the A side. Brook is the B side here, and he's totally the B side. Like everything's gonna be advantaging. All the advantages are for Terence Crawford, bro, going in this fight. So let's just keep that real, yeah? If Brook does anything, and let me tell you something. You talk about big upsets. If Brook goes in there and does something, that's an upset now. Because Brook ain't the same. Brook is not the same. And this is a pound for pound fighter you're going in with. Yeah? And if you're going in with a pound for pound guy, that's an upset, bro. That's just where Terence Crawford is today. And that's where Brook is today. They're apart. Terence Crawford is at top of the tree. Brook is trying to climb up this tree after all these errors, all these negative situations in his life, bro. He don't even have his trainer, bro. He don't even have his promotional company, bro. He's training by himself with some Mexican guy that I don't even know who that Mexican trainer is. This guy, I don't even know if he's got his nutritionist, bro. I don't even know if he's got his whole team around him. He's going into an elite pound for pound fight, bro. So where is Brook right now? Where is this whole, he's not favoring himself by not bringing the right people. Even that doesn't help him before he gets into this fight, So everybody got to remember this, man. Let's not cap, Give me a sec. Yeah, that's what I said, man. If Brook goes in this ring and he don't look good and Terence Crawford starts to put some shots onto him, and then, look, this is what it's going to come down to. If Brook gets gassed out and he takes consistent shots, the ref is going to look for this, bro. The ref knows what he needs to look for. And if he can't see nothing coming back from Brook, they're going to wave this fight off. Because I don't see Terence Crawford knocking Brook out at all. I just don't see that. But I see that it can get waved off if Terence Crawford is coming in with some flurries. You know what I mean? And if Brook's not defending himself, then it's over. But that can happen later on in the fight because of the weight issue and everything else that we've been going on about, you know? Brook is, so Will Stokes says, Brook is one of my favorites fighters. So I really hope he gets the win. I expect Crawford to win, but I just have a feeling about Kel. He might be able to pull it off. Hey, listen. Hey, some of the people that I speak to in the boxing world, they believe that Brook still has enough in his tank to beat a Crawford. I'm not writing Brook off totally, but I'm saying let's just keep it facts. Let's just make sure that you guys remember, yeah, that Brook has 6 to 7 things against him going into this fight. So if he pulls this off, it's a big, it's like an upset with everything against him. Let's get that straight, bro. Let's not just go in there and say it's even playing field. It's not even playing field when everything's not been going great for this guy, and he's trying to come back after a couple years while he's been up at 154. And now he knows that he has to make a money fight, and everywhere he was looking, he wasn't getting paid. And this is the best fight that Bob Arum can offer him. You know, let's not forget, Brook's getting paid a couple million here, bro. Brook's getting paid a couple million here, bro. And Brook ain't in no pound for pound. Brook ain't even in my top 10 now for nothing. Brook's out the game, bro. But can he come back with the, you know, the last hurrah? That's all I'm saying. Can he come back with some last, you know, with everything he's got in his soul? Can he show me something? Well, that's what we're going to watch. And that's what's going to be exciting. Because we still want to see what Brook can bring to the table, you know what I mean? So I'm not writing this fight off for all. I'm hyping this fight up. Yeah, of course I am. I'm watching this fight, bro. For sure. You better recognize, man, I'm interested. I know a lot of people ain't that interested, but I am. Hey, Lance says, Brook puts on a great fight as he's a fun fighter. Yeah. Brook is a fun fighter to watch. He brings some power to the table. He's a big 147 guy. You know what I mean? We know he's bigger than Crawford. But again, just got to see where he is, bro. Let me just send the link anyway. We just got to see where he is, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. We got to see where this brother is, you know? At the end of the day, I just can't see Brook pulling an upset right now, man. I think it's too late for him. Personally, look, he's from my side of town, bro. You know, I'm going to rock with Brook for sure. But don't think I'm going to be here being an idiot about it. You know, this is all against Brook. This is made up for Brook to look bad and for Terence Crawford to look good. Let's get this shit straight, bro. Yeah? This is all made up for Brook to look bad and Terence Crawford to look good. If it's anything else, then it's an upset, bro. If it's anything else, it's an upset. So, you know, the only thing I'd say to Brook is that he's got more experience. And he's been in deep waters before. And he's got experience at 147. You know what I mean? He's fought with some caliber fighters there. Let's not forget, yeah? My guy came to America, bro. And he took it off Sean Porter in his prime. You know? Put respect on Brook's name for that. You know what I mean? He came to America, bro. And he took that from Sean Porter. You know what I mean? That's not easy to do. That's not easy to come to America, man, and take the fight off of Sean Porter. So you got to give Brook some respect there, bro. Yeah? Give respect where respect's due. But that was how many years ago? Somebody please remind me how many years ago that was. Somebody remind me how many years ago that was. You know? At the end of the day, that was quite a long time ago. You're talking about 4 or 5 years ago. For sure. That was like 4 or 5 fucking years ago, bro. That Kell Brook was at his best. So I just got to see something here, man. And this Saturday, I think the reason why I'm still intrigued about this fight, I want to see what Brook comes into the first, second, third round. I want to see Terence Crawford going back. I want to see shots coming off. I want to see a dogfight. I do. I want to see a dogfight, bro. But I think Terence Crawford too clever for that, man. I don't think Terence Crawford going in there for a dogfight with Brook. That'd be silly. Because that's where you're offering Brook his advantages there. You know? Terence Crawford going to use all his ability and skills there, man. He's gonna try and gas Brook out. I'm telling you, he's gonna try and take him into the later rounds and gas him out, bro. That's the only thing I can see. You know what I mean? I can't see nothing else, bro. Yo, Mark, I sent the link. But I mean, let me read this, man. See what this guy's saying. You will. Okay. Okay. What's he saying, bro? Mark Nash. Okay, Mark. I got you. That was the last time. What? 6 years ago, Mark. No, man. 6 years ago, bro. Okay, okay, okay. Give me a second, guys. Just give me a second, brothers. Mark Nash in the house.
Peace, King. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good, bro. I'm feeling passionate about as I know a lot of people are not speaking, Mark, about Brook and Terence Crawford, but I got to keep that alive for this weekend.
Absolutely. I appreciate you having me on your channel and your panel. It means a lot to me and my audience.
Yeah, Mark, you a real one, bro. Yeah, man. But Mark, what do you think about this fight, man? Come on, break it down for us, bro.
Hey, man, I think you're 1,000% right. I'm loving your analyst and your boxing acumen more and more every time I hear you, man. You're a straight shooter. A lot of people hear your accent and think you're automatically just going to be in here saying, hey, my brother's going to do it, yeah?
Yeah, I would like to do that.
Yeah, man. But you're right, though. Terrence, I think what's going to make Terrence different, though, how no matter what, he's not going in there. Excuse me, let me clear my throat. Calling shots. He's not in there saying, "Hey, I'm gonna dominate this guy. I'm gonna stop him. I'm gonna knock him down 3, 4 times before I stop him." He's always humble and laid back. In the previews to the fight, and he always says basically, we'll see how good he is. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe Kell Brook has something left in the tank, but we don't know. You get what I'm saying? We just don't know. What I do think works in his favor this time, as a welterweight, is no rehydration clause, so that allows him the opportunity to blow up. I was listening to somebody earlier saying they think he might come in as high as 172 or the low 160s. I
I
was
think the
like, that's
maximum that
crazy.
I think the maximum somebody can really put on is 20 good pounds to be able to fight well. Because think about 124 hours, 15,
I
20
agree.
pounds is a lot of weight, Mark.
I agree. But they start drinking that water as soon as they get off their scale. You heard Keith Thurman say one time, he said, "Man, I'm a grown man, bro. I don't walk around at 147. I'm only 147 for about 30 minutes." So,
I mean, I think Brook's definitely going to come in heavier. That's a good point, Mark. Brook's definitely going to come in heavier than Terence Crawford. But again, you made a very good point, which I made earlier on, that the only thing they've given Brook a little thing to breathe on is that he's got no, he can put on what weight he wants, and at least they've not restricted him in elite to nutrition up for the next 24 hours after Friday.
right, and he stressed that a lot in the fighter meeting I was listening to earlier. He said that was really bothering him for a long time, dealing with the IBF. That 10 pounds, like, hey, I feel like I got to make weight twice. So what do you think? I know you said Terrence Crawford has to is set up for him to look great. I believe, shoot, most events when you have an A side is always set up for you to be great. You get what I'm saying? In my opinion. But so
Yeah.
what? Just roughly, right? So unless you're dealing with the same promoter, it can go either way, right? So let me ask you this: what outside of a knockout, does Terrence Crawford have to pitch a shutout to gain any respect off a Kell Brook fight?
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to take out the box and forget I'm from London right now. I'm even feeling bad for Terence Crawford right now. And I'll tell you why, Mark. Terence Crawford ain't going to gain much fans even if he beats Brook, man. You see what I mean? He's in a not he's you know he's not even in a win-win situation, bro. Because The only thing they're gonna say, oh, Terence Crawford smoked Brook, is if he knocked Brook out. But that's not his style to knock Brook out. I mean, Brook is just too strong for my liking. Even though he's 70% the Brook, that's a lot of pressure for Terence Crawford to go and stop him like that. Knock him out.
You don't
But
think he's capable or strong enough,
I
or
just don't
maybe
think
his corner will stop it?
I don't think he can knock him out. But I definitely think with Terence Crawford's IQ and boxing ability and such a crafty technician he is, I think he can put Brook into a position where he can gas him out and start throwing flurries at him, and then the ref stops and stops the fight. That's what I can see going, like the best version of Terence Crawford beating Brook. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, this I agree. Well, I don't agree hundred
Okay.
percent, but I understand your analysis of it. Let me ask you this: do you think you don't see Terrence Crawford targeting the damaged eyes, that jab here, going southpaw, and because Kell Brook, he did good with the southpaw, but he really once Spence turned it up, he just didn't have any more defense.
Again, it's all about. I mean, about this, Mark. I've spoke to you in many, many places, and this weight issue is getting to me. It's the weight. I need to see how Brook's going to perform. And my thing is, does he get really tired and gassed out because you just know that he don't belong in that weight anymore? That's something that's crucially playing consistently in my mind for Brook. But again, Terence Crawford, I feel bad. The only reason I don't feel good for Terence Crawford is that he's in a bad situation, bro. He's not getting great opponents. He's with Bob Arum. He's not able to get the opponents he wants. And now he's pulling out a Brook, which is not in his prime. So he got to go in there, Mark, and do the. I think he does need to go in there and put a shutout if you want to gain more interest and fans and the Errol Spence fight next.
Yeah, I feel like it's like you said earlier. I think you broke it down like this is a this is a win-win for Kilbrook. You're getting a big payday, you're getting a title shot, and if you beat him, look what happened with Tio. Like you're instantly catapulted into the top of the ranks.
Hey, imagine us, right, as a fighter. Just I sometimes think like that. Sometimes my mind likes to think different, and I say, okay, look, bro, I got nothing to lose, and I know when I was at my best, I went and beat one of the biggest dogs in America, which is Sean Porter. You got to take something in your mind as a fighter and take that in your mind and think to yourself, I've got something. You know what I mean, Mark?
Yeah, but you also got two damaged dice orbital bones now. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm not trying to think about that. What I'm thinking about is that a Brook in his mind, if he's strong and he feels that, look, man, I did something in my life, and it was, I went in there and smoked. I mean, I went in America and beat Sean Porter. And let me tell you, bro, Sean Porter is one of the hardest people to look good against. Sean Porter is
Yeah,
not an
man.
easy fight for anybody. And even with Errol, Sean Porter got a lot of shots off on Errol, right? And
Mm.
you can see Sean Porter belongs there. What I'm saying is that if you want to bring momentum into the fight, it's so unfortunate, but that's his momentum. That's his mindset that he needs to know that he can do it. But how much does he believe it, Mark?
Hey, we was on a platform earlier, and I was talking about sports psychology and how important that is to have first and foremost self belief, but also to surround yourself. Pardon me. To surround yourself with like minded individuals. Like you can't have people telling you, "You alright, you cool, you good." No, you need people telling you, "Hey man, you're the best, man. Can't nobody stop you. You're a monster, man. God formed you with His hands Himself." You need people just to invigorate the troops, so to speak. Right?
Hey, do you want? Have you been watching the whole thing in England? With I mean, this is sad, but you know that most of the people in England are not riding with Brook on this fight, so they're not giving him the momentum. If that's what you're telling me.
Well, sometimes they're not, but you need the people in your training camp to do that.
Sorry. Yeah.
You
So
know what I'm
what you're
saying?
saying is he don't need no yes man. He just needs the few people around him saying, we're going in there to win this fight, or we're not taking it.
Absolutely. Those people that you need those people around him like you to remind him, hey man, you've been here before. Last time you came here, you went home with it. We're gonna go home with it again. You know what I'm saying? You need to hear that, man. Can't have people in there telling you, uh, nah, man, it's over for you. It's okay to have somebody in there telling you, hey, man, Ali lost. You know what I'm saying? Tyson lost. Lennox Lewis lost and came back. You gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be the phoenix to rise up. You need people to build you up, man. To tell you, hey, man, you can be as great as Lennox Lewis, man.
Well, that guy you're talking about, he's actually come to my chat. His Black Star. Black Star Sports TV, salute to you. You know, Mark, Black Star's the only one who's supporting Brook. Mostly he's one of the social medias who's supporting Brook in this fight.
Salute, salute. Hey, man, and there's nothing wrong with that, man. Hey, look, I support the fighter. I support all fighters, but I just won't. I just don't see a clear path of victory for him against someone highly as skilled as Terrence Crawford. Ask me though, I think Terrence Crawford beats everybody in the welterweight division.
Well, this is what I want to see then, Mark. I want to see a shutout, and I want to see, and if you really want to ask me, I want to see Terrence Crawford. If you're, if we're going in that level of he smokes everyone, I want to see Terrence Crawford go in there and just put such a dominant performance that people would still say that, you know what, even when Brook was at his peak, Crawford would have beat him. Do you see what I mean?
I agree. I agree.
And that's
And I
if he
think
does that, I'm gonna come back with the energy because I'm not on the fence with Crawford, but I got Errol Spence slightly edging Crawford. But if he goes in there and just does something, one thing about Crawford, he's got skills that they say that we haven't even seen yet sometimes. So I want to see them skills. I want to see that when somebody's putting pressure on Terence Crawford with big shots, look what you can't hit Crawford with them shots. He's too clever. You know what I mean?
right. I seen him drop Gamboa going backwards. That first knockdown, I know that was 135, right? 135, but he dropped him going backwards with that first knockdown.
Not many
And then
people can drop anybody going backwards.
pushed him off them from trying to hold him, and then hit him with a one hitter quitter right there behind the ear, dropped him. You know what I'm saying? And the guy's mean, man. The guy's a mean deal. Everybody talks about things that the intangibles and passing the eye test. I like in that relentless. I don't know if you saw Relentless came on ESPN. Did you check that out, Rep Star?
I haven't checked it yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but it's pretty good. It's on Top Rank. It's on Sport. It's on Top Rank YouTube page, so you can
Uh,
check it out. But it's something interesting that was said in there. Terrence said once the guy when he fought Klavalaskis, he said, "Okay, so yeah, he caught me with a good shot, and I don't care if you got, it was a slip, but I don't care if you guys. I'm paraphrasing, of course. Whether you guys thought it was a knockdown or a slip or not, all I knew was I'm about to knock you out. I want to knock you out now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Black Star, come on the chat, man. If you're more than welcome to come on the chat. I know you're riding with Brook, and he's my countryman, and this is all boxing.
You probably got to put it back in there, bro. It might have got pushed away. I don't know.
Let me see. No, it's still there, Mark.
Okay.
It's still there. But Black Star, if you can't find the link, just send me the message, bro. I'll send it back to you. You got good brothers on the chat. But Mark, look, bro. One thing about Terence Crawford is that we just don't know what he can do. So that's a good thing to have for hardcore fans. Because, as much as some people favor Spence, some people favor Crawford. Like I said, if he goes in there, puts a shot at performance, I'm not going to lie to you. The only fight I want to see in my panel next, Mark, and I'm going to come from England with all this energy, is Crawford and Errol Spence. I don't want to see nothing else next. I'm going to tell you right now, every platform, I've got loads of platforms. We're all going to and we're going to be inviting you there too. So you realize we're talking the real shit. We want that fight next.
Hey, I'm all for it, but I do, and a part of I challenge you to watch that, man, when you get a chance. Like I said, it's on Top Rank, but Andre Ward asked him, "Hey, man, you said you don't want to be fighting past a certain age." I'm paraphrasing, of course. You don't want to fight past a certain age. Well, how do you see your career riding off in the sunset? And he said, Manny Pacquiao, uh, Errol Spence, Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman. And he was like, "Oh, and that's it." He said, "Yeah, I could ride off after that. He'd be happy." A lot of people took umbrage with the fact that he didn't mention Sean Porter. How do you feel about that?
Man, you know,
I'm,
you lot.
I'm gonna mute my mic and I'm gonna turn this up so I can still hear you. But I need to run out here and make sure I got this door locked up here.
All right, I'll
And
just keep
and got the damn
speaking while
strap
you.
up here. Put the
Yeah,
strap right here by the table. I got my back to the door and everything. I need that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, go get that then. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, man, at the end of the day, I just feel like if Terence Crawford belongs with the elites of 147, he's still got to go in there and do a great performance and smoke Brook. And the next fight we want to see is him in the big fights. Because at the end of the day, you're right about something, Mark, is that he's not shying away from none of that smoke. Terence Crawford's calling everybody out. He ain't shying away from that smoke. So at the end of the day, he could only be knowing to himself he's the real one and he believes in himself that I can go and beat all of them. But if you want to know what he thinks about Sean Porter feels the same about him. They both got this kind of connection that they kind of like each other a little bit. So like they you know, I don't understand those politics, man. Because as soon as Sean Porter lost his belt, he tried to change that energy a bit. So again, I'm confused with the Sean Porter and Terence Crawford things. Because sometimes they're showing that, man, you know, he's my friend. I don't need to fight him. There's other fighters there that we can just get this on with. But then when Sean Porter lost his belt, he started saying, I'm open to that fight. So the energy changed from him. But where's Crawford, I don't even know why he wants to fight Sean Porter. Why not just go for the fucking killer? Let's go get this belt from Errol Spence. There's no reason for him to chase Sean Porter now.
I agree. He sounds
But
like he wants that he wants the big fight with Pacquiao, get that belt,
yeah,
and he wants to fight a big unification fight with Spence. And I th- I don't see nothing wrong with that. I would have liked it more if he would have said, "Hey, I want Spence now." Though I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. Let's just let the good brother Black Star come on, Mark.
Absolutely.
Where is he at? Yo, can you hear me, Mark?
I hear you.
Man, I don't know what I did there, bro. I had Black Star there, but I think I cancelled him. I don't know what I
You
did.
should still see him at the bottom. Click add to stream when you scroll over his name or his picture at the bottom.
Okay, add to stream. I got him.
There you go.
Hey, salute to the brothers, man. Rap star, man. Good to see you up and running, doing your thing, bro.
My brother, I'm just doing some really and truly. I'm going to tell Mark and you this now. I'm just doing it organically and I'm setting up my room in my house. And once I set it up properly, I'm not just going to do it organically on my phone. I'm going to set up some good edit, good intros. But, you know, just give me some time, man. I'm just doing it on my phone right now, you know?
Hey, bro, take all the time you want, bro. You know, as long as we can chop up that boxing, man, that's all that matters. You know how we do. And salute to the. Sorry, can't quite see your name. I know it's Mark or something there, brother.
Mark Nash. What's up,
Yes,
man?
indeed. Salute to you, my good brother. Yes, indeed.
Hey,
Peace,
let me
man.
Man.
introduce both of you together if you don't know each other. So Black Star, let me tell you, Mark, he's got all the old school followers. All the people in the 80s, 70s, 90s, they come to his show who are friends with boxers like, they talk about Roy Jones, Reggie Johnson, Michael Nunn, Thomas Hitman Hearns. His connections have got connections with all them guys.
Awesome.
You know what I mean? So they love cooking it up from back in the day a lot. And that's why I love joining you, Black Star, because we go into history, bro.
Yeah, bro. We had some good chat ups, man. It's pretty good, I tell you, man. And yeah, hey, I know you came by a little earlier, man, but I had an incident happen tonight, man. So I had to change up a little bit, man. But you had to shoot me your email, bro, so I can send you the link. That way, you know, I don't have to worry about people getting the link that don't deserve it, you know, because we've been kind of open with the platform, but we done had a few instances where we got to shut it down, and it was nothing against you. I just want you to know that
Yeah,
personally,
yeah,
bro.
for sure. Come on, man. I
Yeah,
already know that something
yeah,
happened. But yo,
yeah,
Black
right?
Star, I just want to ask you this, Black Star, as a brother.
Yeah, bro.
90%, I mean, I would say 80%, let's be kind. 80% of the boxing world has got Terence Crawford in this fight. Let's just be nice to Brook because, you know, he's from my side of the world. I got to give him
Yeah.
some percentage, yeah? Um, what do you think about this, bro? Because 80% of people will say, look, man, Brook don't belong in the ring with him now. Can you please rephrase what you think of that?
Yeah, a lot of people are really down on Kell Brook, man. And it's been a lot of things said, man, and people are viewing him a certain way, and they're really unfair about it because they're not giving the guy a chance. And the guy's a champion, man. And he goes in there and he gives it all, and he's a warrior. He had the balls to go in there and say, well, come on, Triple G, let's do it. Jump up 2 weight classes when guys in his own weight class was running the other way. He went on and took that on, man, and went out there and gave him a hell of a fight. He didn't just go in there and lay down. Triple G took some lumps in that fight too. He got the win, but you can't fault Kell Brook for going up and doing it. Then turn right around, come back down, and get in there with Errol Spence, another killer on his way on the rise that people didn't quite know, where he stood, but a lot of guys were still avoiding him, much the same. So he had the balls to take on 2 guys, 2 killers that a lot of fighters was avoiding. Even Keith Thurman to this day still avoided Errol Spence. So he got in the ring with both of those guys. He came up on the short end of the stick. That's okay. But he had the testicular fortitude to go in there with him and give him his best. And since that day till now, he's been wanting Errol Spence ever since then. And here's the thing that a lot of people miss, man. Everybody's looking at this matchup like Bud and Kell, like that's a one-on-one. Man, Kell's looking through him, man. He want Errol Spence. And he's already been in there with Errol Spence. Bud Crawford can't say that. Bud Crawford's best competition couldn't beat anybody in 147 at any time in their careers. Danny Garcia moved down to 140 back in the day. There's nobody on his resume that's a killer. Nobody can stand up to him.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let him finish. Go ahead. I just want to push back on a little bit what you said there whenever you can.
Oh, go ahead, brother. Go ahead, you do it.
Hey, I just want to we gotta get some of that stuff you're saying is true, but it's not completely forthcoming. He had to fight Errol Spence, or he had to drop the belt. He had been blowing Errol Spence off for the longest. He had to fight Errol, so it's not like he's getting he saw a way to get 2 big fights back to back and possibly lose. Yeah, you dare to be great by fighting Golovkin, but if you win, hey, you got all those middleweight belts. If you lose, you're still a champ at 147, and you're gonna get a big fight at home. So, how do you feel about my assessment of that?
Yeah, it's fair, but at the same time, man, he took the risk. He went out there and he did what he had to do because he could have just dropped the belt and went on and moved up to 154 like Eddie Hearn wanted him to. But he said, "No, I'm a champion. That's my belt. I'm gonna defend it." So for that reason, I take my hat off to him. Plus, from the time that he lost that fight to now, he's always talked about getting back in the ring with Errol Spence.
That was the other thing, but he wants Errol Spence at 154.
Yeah, but here's the thing: we got to go a little further in this. Now, here's one other thing that I talked to Rapstar about earlier. I said, a lot of people say that, and you're absolutely right for saying that because that's what has went around. But think about this: what if when Kell Brook gets on the scale, he comes in at 147 on the dot, on the date of the scale, right? Everybody's saying for the last few years he could never make that weight, and all of a sudden he makes weight. Okay, nobody expected him to do that because that was one of the things. That's why he had to go 154, right? So if that's the case, if he can do it now, these many years later, you must have also reason that he could do it back there in 2017, 2018 as well. So we know that Eddie Hearn was the one that's really pushing him to 154 because, like I say, he told Kell Brook, hey man, you dropped the title, you can go to 154. He said he didn't want to drop the title. He wanted to stay at 147 and defend it, right? So was that really him, or was that even really true, or was that something that Eddie Hearn wanted him to do? Because if he makes that 147, it would make me feel like that was something Eddie Hearn wanted to do, rather than have him go do that. So, in my assessment, I think he's going to make it. He's going to be the best test for Bud Crawford at 147. This fight is going to prove that Bud is going to give Bud the opportunity to prove that he belongs at 147. Because the one critique I have of him, sure, he's got boxing skills and he's got all that, and that's fine. But the thing about it is, at 147, he's not doing what he did at 140 or 135 because these guys are bigger and stronger.
Let's be clear, though, sir. He's not getting the opportunity neither.
He got it now.
The very first fight at 147 was a title shot, and he stopped that man. Who was coming off his biggest win. You say he can't beat nobody in 147 on his resume. Man, Jeff Horn was coming off the biggest win, biggest upset of the year. Whether you think he won or not.
See, but you have to say that.
I say that because instantly when I say that, people always say, well, I don't think he won the fight. People
Yeah,
bring
but
their personal into what they
that's
think
true.
versus what the record book said.
That's absolutely true. You're right about that, and you wasn't wrong for saying that. But I'm saying you have to say that because that's the question that was arose. Now, that being that true, I didn't think that he won the fight. I thought a lot of stuff went on there different, but that's okay. Beside the fact he got the win, Bud beat him, fine. Bud the champ, that's okay. But still, the question still remains: can he do this to a real 147 pounder? Like, I mean, not, but don't let me say 47 pounder. Can he get in there with Errol Spence? Because he's not as big as strong as Earl. And these are big, strong welterweights that he's gonna have to go up against. He's not the little guys that he's been normally fighting that he can go out there and he can outgut them and he can pull that dog out his back pocket and do it. When he goes to that point with a guy like Kell Brook, who's used to being in tough fights and who is a warrior himself, he's not going back down. He's bigger, he's stronger. You know, I mean, look at Errol Spence when he fought Kell Brook. It was a couple of years ago, but Errol was on his way up too. When they got in that fight, the first 5-6 rounds, Kell was giving him the business, man. He had to weather that storm, and he had to do it physically because Kell's very physical. He's trying to tie him up. He's, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to do that as well. That's not really Bud Crawford's strong suit. His thing is getting off and making it, hitting you and making you miss and that type of thing. He's never fought a guy where he's had to go in there and gut it out like that. So for that reason, I think it's a good test for him. And I wanted to see this fight just for that reason, because these are the things that I question him at that weight class. Now, 140 on down, man, Bud's probably the man. But 147 right there with these top welterweights like Earl, I don't trust him in there with Earl. I think Earl demolishes him right now.
My man, you're acting like he's going in there struggling or getting split decision wins. Not Crawford, has knocked out all 4 of the welterweights that's been put in front of him.
Who are they?
All of them undefeated except for Amir Khan.
You said Amir Khan
was the only one
okay.
that wasn't undefeated.
Jose
Benavidez
never fought a ranked opponent, and is not even fighting anymore.
He hasn't fought since Crawford.
Exactly, and he was also shot in his leg, and it took Crawford 9 rounds to even start to get the edge over the guy in the fight.
Crawford was winning early rounds. So you saying Crawford didn't win no rounds until round 9?
You think that the first 9 rounds he wasn't having a hard time with Jose Benavidez, who laid on the ropes and stood there with him and was there to be hit and still was catching Bud Crawford?
He was catching Bud Crawford. Man, Crawford was beating that boy up.
Man, go back.
He started breaking him down in the body. Round 2, round 3, he started working his body. And Crawford figured out this guy can't deal with no motion.
Nah, I don't see that. It took him 9 rounds to distinguish himself over that opponent. He did not start to actually get the edge over him. It was a tough fight up until that point. He didn't dominate him in a way where you can say after every round that each round was clear. It wasn't to that point.
Okay, let me ask you this. Before the knockout, did Crawford need a knockout to win? Let's be clear. He didn't need a knockout to win.
No, like I said, the first 7, 8, 9 rounds in there, that's where the fight was tough. At that point, he separated himself. At that point, the knockout wasn't necessary, but he got it, and he got it in the 12th round.
He even said that that's his style. He said my trainers and my coaches always say, "Hey, early on, just touch the guy, touch him. Round 7, 8, 9, start laying power on the shots. Then you start hitting him harder because you'll shock the guy with your power because he hasn't really felt your hardest punch yet."
Mm-hmm.
That's his game.
He's got to weather. You think he's going to have time to slowly start with Kell Brook, who's going to come out and go right straight at him? Is he going to give him time to slowly get into it, or is he going to have to get right on it?
You talking about Crawford? Like, does he have to get right on Kell Brook?
Yeah, you're saying how he comes out.
He don't have to do that. He's the A-side. He's the champion.
Okay, all right. Well, expect him to be looking up at the ceiling because he's in trouble.
He got to go in there and be defensively. He has to be defensively sound, of course. But I see Crawford stopping him, or the corner saving Kell Brook.
He gonna have to fight.
Saving him.
Bud Crawford gonna have to fight in this fight. He gonna have to fight.
But he fights in every fight. That's what I'm trying to say. The man has knocked out 9 of his 10 last opponents, 7 in a row, last 4 at welterweight, all undefeated except for Amir Khan, and now Kell Brook is going to be the 5th welterweight he fought. He can't make Manny Pacquiao and Spence get in the rank with him. Those are the only 2 champs.
Well, he's the one that said he didn't want to fight Errol Spence right now. He's the one that turned down Pacquiao.
He said he want Pacquiao.
Pacquiao ain't talking about nobody right now. I don't know what the hell Pacquiao doing. I'm talking about Errol Spence. That's the price. That's the prize everybody wants. That's the reason why and that's the reason why him and Kell is together. And that's the only reason why Kell is even down there trying to take the fight. He's been doing that for a couple of years. So now, with that being said, both of them guys want that big fight, and that's understandable. That's the big money. But Earl is not an average fighter. Earl, I mean, the thing that makes Earl is great is more the intangibles, more than the skill that people want to attribute to him. Earl is a motor that he just don't quit, and you can see it in the Kell fight because Kell came out and Kell was winning them earlier rounds, man. And then it got to a point where it started to change. And when it changed, you started to see a dramatic change. Like, man, whoa, wait a minute, he's starting to do this, he's starting to do that, and that's when everybody really looked at Earl and was like, man, damn, this young guy got something. It to the point
Ask you
where
the same question I asked Rap Star. Go ahead.
no, now go ahead, bro.
Aside from a knockout, what does Terrence Crawford have to do in this fight to be impressive? Aside from knocking him out, does he have to be
No, he ain't got to be.
does he have to win every round?
No, he ain't got to knock him out. What I'm saying is the test for him is him being able to deal with the physicality of a Kell Brook, a fighter like that, who's going to make him have to do certain things that he's not wanting to do at that time. Most of the fights that he fights, he goes out, he dictates. This fight, he's not going to have that luxury the whole fight. So how he reacts to that is going to come up big. Like I said, now if he goes through and he handles that well, and he outboxes him, he scores, he wins the rounds, he wins the fight. Okay, I'm the first one to give him his props. But my question was for him the whole time is I just didn't think he was right for 147. So that's what I would need him to prove to me. But Kell, on the other hand, is a highly motivated fighter who done been up to 154. He went to 164 Triple G. The guy is not an average fighter in no way, shape, or form. And people forget that their brother was a champion, man. I mean, this guy's got the champion heart. He's going to go out there and give his all. That's known. And I think Bud knows. That's why Bud has went back into the lab, and you see him working out. You see Bud now. Bud looking like he done added a little muscle. He know what he in for, man. He's going to have to get in there. In that physical part, he's going to have to be able to maintain it and maintain it for a few rounds. Those are the questions I have with him. I'm saying that I don't feel he's going to be able to do it. Now, if he does it, fine. I give the brother his credit. But I just don't see it happening from that because from what I've seen from him before, I mean, you got rocked by Gamboa, you get rocked by Kavanauskas. I mean, these guys are not the heaviest punches, but they was effective. And I mean, that can happen. It's no big thing. You don't see a punch, you can get caught. But when you take all these things in totality, see, I don't know how it is. I don't know. Are you in the UK or where you at, my brother? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm in the States. I'm in the
Okay. But here, it's a lot of hype that go with it. Especially if you was a top-ranked ESPN fighter, you got the pound for pound list that they always say he's number one pound for pound. And I'm saying, well, I know he's a good fighter. I don't take that away from him, but you got to look at bodies of work as well. I think all that should be in totality because, I mean, I can go out here and fight lightweights and look awesome. But if I afford to do my own weight, it probably ain't going to work out so good for me. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's the kind of comparisons that I have because it's a lot of questions there. I want to see him against better competition. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying the guy not a good fighter. He's not great. He's all that. But in this fight, I just think the mix in the styles is going to be just something that because he always goes to that dog when he gets in trouble. Or he gets in a bad position, he'll go to that, and it always gets him out of it. What's going to happen to him when he gets in a position with a guy like that is just as much of a dog, just as big, just as strong? Where are you going to go to next if that fails on him? He got a lot of tools in his tool chest, but what's going to compensate for that? That's going to be effective to give him the edge. That's the question I want to see. Now that we have to see to find out, but. Just going by what I see now, that's why I think it's a great fight for him, especially thinking to go for Earl. If you go through Kell Brook and you get a little experience of that with his physicality, that's going to prepare you for the Errol Spence fight. So if he goes and past this, then guess what? Man, I'm way more excited for the next fight because then, I want to see him in there with Earl even more because you know why? I want to see a better fight. I want to see Earl out there with a better guy that's going to push him as well. I don't want to see him go out there and whitewash nobody. I want to see him go through it and come out with a victory like he did with Kell Brook, man. I mean, that was a beautiful thing, man. He went out there as a young guy, bright in the big lights and everything. And I mean, O2 was huge. I mean, you had 100,000 people in there, you in his backyard, and man, he's giving it to you like that. And you take, you're getting the worst of it, but you weathering the storm and you keep plugging and you don't stop and you just keep coming. And all of a sudden you see a change on the veteran. And then all of a sudden you start dog walking him, and all of a sudden you got him, and then all of a sudden next thing you know, he on his knee and you won. Hey man, I any fighter like that, hey bro, I take my hat off to you. Now,
Hey, let me just say this. Let me just say this before Mark retaliates. Black Star, you guys have got about so many people coming in my chat, seeing you guys cook it up like this right now. But I'm gonna go get a sandwich, and you guys keep cooking. Yo, yeah, no. Listen, we got a lot of people in the chat right now, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. Whether I agree with you guys or not, I mean, Black Star, you're coming with some serious things for Brook. I just want to see what Mark got to say for Crawford. Anyway, you guys keep cooking. I'll be back in a bit.
My man is about to toast some bread, get some
Yeah.
pickles. Man, it better be a peanut butter sandwich. You better spread that peanut butter on that bread and come back. No, I'm joking. Man, he's about to make one of those Bill Cosby subs, man.
Yeah, man. You about to come out with the salt and everything on it with the orange soda.
Right, oregano, chips.
Hey, Mark, we got a lot of messages about Brook having with Crawford right now. You got to start talking about your man, bro, because Black Star's saying that Brook got this, man. We got to hear from you. We got loads of people watching right now,
man,
bro.
I'm letting my man go on and make your sandwich, man. Hey, look, man, I'm Black Star. I enjoy trading dialogue with you, brother, because you seem like you're a knowledgeable person. You seem passionate. I disagree with you on some things, but but hey, we here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's all good, brother. I appreciate it as well, brother.
It's cool, man. Hey, look, man, because people be on some of these things, they get outrageous.
Yeah, they do, man. They do.
I'm like, I don't even know you. Like, why are you so upset, my nigga? I don't know you, and I don't know them.
Hey, yo, bro, you got a channel? Then I take it then.
Absolutely, yeah. It's Mark Nash, man. And it's
I'm trying to see how to do. Man, what's is it on your? I'm trying to write. I was gonna copy it down. I'm trying to get my
everywhere though. It's MarkNash. But it's marknash.com, Mark Nash Instagram, Twitter, Mark Nash on YouTube. Go to marknash.com, buy one of these fly hoodies. Say dreams require sleep, goals require effort. You know what I'm saying? That's my brand. And
so it's Martin-esque?
Mark Nash, MarkNash, Nash, like cash with an N on it.
Oh, okay. I got you, bro. See, sometimes my ears have problem hearing syllables, man. Oh, I got you. Mark Nash. Okay, bro. Yeah, I'm a sub to you, good brother, man. It's been great chopping it up, man. That's all we do, man.
I gotta get you a little bit though. Don't run though. Don't run
from I'm just getting the link from you, bro. That's all.
Absolutely. But keep this though, man. Let me ask you something, because you said something interesting, and I think people, it might have went over a couple people. I should have wrote it down. What did you say, man? You said, oh yeah, there's good back and forth. You like that? You know, you like to see a good war, right? Somebody in the chat said, my man said, you will see my channel. That's the name of your channel. You will see my channel. Said, shame on Crawford if he goes 12, goes to the 12th with Brook. All right. So my thing is this for guys like that. It's a lose-lose for Crawford. If he goes out there and smokes him, and when I say smoke him, they're gonna say, you're supposed to smoke him. You're supposed to stop him. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
If he goes out there and has a good war with him, they're gonna kill him for that. Like, why you having a war with Brook? Brook ain't got no eyes. Brook
I don't
eye sockets.
Yeah, I don't agree with that part though. Because that's what he should be commended for, because that will definitely, to me, it will kill it. That's the only question I have about it. If he handles that, man, hey, I got to give the brother his props, man, and I have to admit I'm wrong, and hey, life goes on, but I'll be looking forward to the next fight, because that's all we want to see. I want the best fighters fighting the other best fighters together, and hey, whatever brings that about, man, I'm with that. So. And then I was thinking, man, what a great story if Kell Brook comes back. Kell Brook gets in that fight, and his number one pound for pound guy, he beats him. He gets his title back. He's still calling for, you know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, man, that's a great story as well.
If Kell Brook gets that title from Bud by hook or crook, his next fight is gonna be Amir Khan overseas, bro. Amir Khan gonna come out the blue and fight him out the blue.
You think Amir finally have the guts to go face him finally?
Yeah, for a title shot in the back, right there, a hometown big mega fight. Yeah, he already talking about he rooting for Kell Brook.
Yeah, but I think if it happened though, he goes straight to the Earl Spence route. I think that would be, because Earl wants all the belts. So I mean, whoever.
Now that would be a shame and a disgrace if soon as Kell Brook get the WBO belt, now Errol Spence wants to fight for the WBO. Everybody. If we can't call
Well,
that a duck,
you
that'd
think
be a
Eric don't
shame.
want to fight for the WBO now? Is that what you
No, no,
under
no,
that?
no.
Oh,
If Kell Brooks wins the WBO by hook or crook from Terrence Crawford,
yeah.
and then his next fight is with Errol Spence Jr., that would be crazy, bro.
Yeah, but it can't happen immediately. I just thought about something. They have a rematch clause in this fight.
Oh, okay.
I just found out about that too, man. Which is funny because Bob Arum said he didn't believe in it. Just 2 weeks ago when Loma and Tio was fighting. Now he's a believer. It tells me
maybe he changed his mind since then. Like, hold up,
yeah, man,
I'm doing this wrong.
Yeah, man. And see, and then it is kind of like it's a gray area, so people are allowed to elaborate with your own personal thoughts and feelings. So it does play a part because
But is that your promoter or is that your manager and your lawyer that puts that in the contract? You get what I'm saying? It's not like my management and
either
my
one.
agent or my lawyer would say that's what I want, and that's what we agree to. I'm sure I don't sign a contract when I get with a promoter to not only when you promote and match make, you control every aspect of my contract. Now you're my lawyer and my manager too.
Exactly. Supposed to look out for your fighter, man. So you definitely don't want him to fight like Andy Ruiz and have a fight and don't get a rematch clause. You lose, you got to go take it and eat it. And AJ runs around here talking about how he beat you, but he don't give you a chance to even it up.
Trilogy. Nobody.
Yeah.
Why nobody calling for that trilogy?
Exactly, man. That was shameful, man. And I can't even understand how Al Heyman will allow that to be slipped out through him like that. That's something that they should have demanded. If nothing else.
Heyman is an advisor, though. He's not your manager. He's not your lawyer. He's your advisor.
Yeah, but he is a lawyer, though.
He is a lawyer by trade.
Yeah.
But I don't.
So
know
he should have advised them to say, "Hey, look, don't agree to this until you have that stipulation added." He could have said that to him.
Do you think Al Heyman looks at every contract personally? Let me ask you that.
Well, he's supposed to. If he don't, he's doing his fighter a disservice. He's got to look at it.
Everyone personally, so he can't.
Yeah.
I'm in charge of the company, and these are different people under me. He personally, I don't think he does that, and I could be very wrong. I could be very wrong. He has he has over 100 fighters, man.
Yeah, but from what I understand from I hear from the Charlos and different guys, man, is the first thing that they say is, man, send it offer to Al Heyman, so he has to look at it first. So that's always been the protocol that I've heard. So
I hear that name and I hear that, but we don't know if he is going through everyone personally. We don't know how many pages the contracts are.
Yeah, that's true. Because look at Gary Russell. Gary Russell's having issues with getting fights, and he came out last week saying things about, Floyd Mayweather has been putting monkey wrenches in the fights he's been trying to make over the years, and kind of got him over there, kind of iced out of a lot of situations. And he called him out for that, man. But it's like, where can he go? Because if he leaves there, all the fights is with PBC. So if he goes somewhere else, he in the same situation. So he's like,
well, in his weight class, he can go. In his weight class, well, I don't know if he's coming up to, but he can get some fights over there, DAZN and Top Rank. I mean, they got Haney, Garcia, like those 135 guys he's trying to fight. He can go over there. He can go to Top Rank and get those fights right there at that size.
Yeah, because remember,
he said he can go all the way up to 147. Shit.
Yeah, I don't know about 147, but
he's trying to fight Bud.
Yeah, he was, man. He was talking man trash.
So I'm like, let's make some pit stops on the way there. We going there. Let's go make a sandwich or two on the way, like my man Rap started doing. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, thanks for keeping this alive for me, my brothers. I'm back.
Man, we hijacked the show, man. It's the Mark Nash Black Star Takeover. You already know what's popping, man.
And I love that, man. I love that, man. Salute to my brothers. Let's support these guys, man. Hey, listen, I just need to ask you something, bro. Have you retaliated to the brother where he's saying that Brook's all in favor for this fight, or do you need me to come in? Or you ready to retaliate?
Oh, man, shoot, come on back to the show, man. We missed you over here.
Okay, well, look, Black Star, man, I salute Black Star. That's one thing I do. I salute this brother. He's given me people first-handed on his show who've got so much boxing knowledge, And in fact, Black Star, I gotta appreciate the people who come on your show, man, because it's that history that I haven't been hearing on this YouTube for a while. And whenever I come and see you guys, you're cooking up shit and I'm educating, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, man. Got a bunch of great guys, man. Like my brother Sir Ken in the building over here, man. Yes, indeed. Yeah, brother Sir Ken was my first subscriber, bro. Me and him used to be on here talking by ourselves, bro.
How
When
Oh
I
about
first
that?
man.
Yeah.
Hey, God bless to Sir Ken. But hey, listen, look, I come from where Brook comes from. But I'll tell you why I have to edge Black Star Crawford in this fight. And this is just between me and you. I know I'm like all of you, yeah? He hasn't fought certain caliber elite fighters at 147 for us to know where he would take a Brook right now. But you have to appreciate this, Black Star. Brook's 75% if you want to be kind to him, of himself, of who he was in 2015. I think Mark put me straight. It was 2014. I think he sent me the date. That was the date when he beat Sean Porter or something. That's a long time ago, Black Star, where he was at his best. And what I'm saying is, Crawford is still at a high momentum. And one thing we got to recognize about Crawford that people keep, they discard what his ability is. I think Crawford is a fighter, yeah, Black Star. If he gets into a better fight, the way he will adapt and be in that fight is he reminds me of a guy that the better the opponent, better the Crawford. Does that make sense to you, Black Star? Like, we haven't seen that from him, right? So we don't know.
Exactly.
We
Yeah.
don't know that. Wait there. Did you ever realize that Crawford had that gear? They're not going to say nothing then. If they start seeing Crawford every time a good opponent comes along now, all of a sudden he fights Keith Thurman. Did you see that Crawford fucking displayed that win? That would change the whole game overnight, bro. The whole game. So we can't take away from him, Black Star, right now. I'm just saying respectfully, it's really, we have to see the opponent go in with him and we have to see what he can bring to the table then. So he might be able to change those non-believers like you into believers because he's got every opportunity to do that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and I agree. If that's what he does, like I said, I give the brother his props 100%. But it's not so much a taking away from him because, for one thing, man, one of my biggest questions of whatever I've seen from him, I have to question his competition for one. Now, this here is step up to a competition that's going to present a certain set of problems that gives him the opportunity to showcase one of those things, like you say, like he do something. You say, man, I didn't know he's going to pull it out. Okay, if he does that, that's where he at. And I give him his props for that. But at the same time, people are taking a little bit too much away from Kell Brook, man. Kell Brook has had time to heal. He's been busy. He's fought just as much as Bud has. Bud ain't really been that active. I mean, if you look at it, I mean, he fought earlier this year itself at 154. I mean, it wasn't just the greatest competition, but could that also mean that Kell Brook could be better than we thought because we're judging him off the competition that he fought in his last couple of fights, right? Now, he goes in there with this guy here who's pound for pound number one on a lot of people's list, right? And he goes out there and, he puts on a great exhibition. Say he even stop him. Now, you got to say the same thing for him, you see? But that's a beautiful story to have in a match. So you got all this going on. What's really going to happen? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you. But again, it just seems like to me that you're favoring Brook a bit too much in this
Right,
fight.
because you're not even being accurate now. Like, Bud fought twice in 2019. Kell Brook didn't fight at all.
No, I think Kell Brook fought with February or something. He fought some guy at 154. I mean, it wasn't the greatest competition. But
He fought,
the thing,
according to this, he fought twice in 2018, none in 2019, and then he fought Mark DeLuca in February.
yeah, that's what I say in February.
But he didn't fight at all in 2019.
That's fine though. He's coming out. He like I say, he's had time for himself to heal. Everybody talks about the eyes, right? The eyes having a chance to heal. Plus, he's been in there with better competition than Bud Crawford has been in.
Only fought once in 2017. That was when he got his eye broke.
Yeah, but
Prior to that,
but this is what I'm saying. Now you doing to Kell Brook what you saying I'm doing to Bud. You got to give Kell Brook his credit because he's been in there with Triple G and Errol Spence. Bud ain't been in there with that yet.
And got stopped both times, though, bro.
Yeah, Bud ain't got in there with him yet, though, has he?
He's not going to go up to 160 from 147 to fight Triple G. That's not...
Right now, he got Errol. They got Errol Spence problems. Both of them. Both of them
How's
got
it a
Earl.
problem? He never got beat. He never got beat by him. No, Kell Brook got an Errol Spence problem. Terrence Crawford has been trying to fight the guy.
Hey, I'll tell you something, Black Star. Before I'm gonna go on mute, and I want you and Mark to cook this up. That if you get this right, you're gonna make a lot of believers out of people, man. Because a lot of people ain't going with this. What you are, you know that, right, Black Star? I just want you to know that.
Rap Star, remember I told you, bro, a year ago, I talked about this. I said if he has planning to get in that ring to go against Errol Spence, he needs to pick a guy like Kell Brook and get in there and fight a guy like that to prepare for that fight. Much like you got Canelo trying to fight Caleb Plant before he fights Jamal Charlo. You see what I'm saying? They know, these guys know what's going on. They know who the real threat is. And look at Kell Brook. When Kell Brook fought Errol Spence and Bud Crawford was at that fight. He's never had any fight that Errol Spence has ever had, but he was at that fight. They interviewed him, and he said himself, man, I'm picking Errol, but, man, this ain't going to be no. And he had all respect for Kell Brook. So he knows the threat that this guy presents. That straight right hand is going to be a problem for him. That
Absolutely,
1-2 down the middle could be an issue. And then when he gets close, he's going to tie him up. He's going to make him have to work. It's something he has not had a guy that can go in there and do him that way.
Right. He's got wrestling there. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, big dog. And what the crazy part to me is this: the type of fight that you want to see, and that you said. I think even Rapstar said this. I want to see him get hurt, or maybe even knocked down. That's okay. And that means he belongs. And then he comes back to have a knockout, drag out. He'll show me something. That fight that you guys are describing that you two personally want to see is going to make people say, oh, man, look at that fight. He got beat up. Kell Brook dropped him. Nobody's going to remember the resiliency because he got a no slip. He didn't even get knocked down by Gamboa. We talk about that. We forget all the times he dropped Gamboa and stopped him. I think he dropped him 4 times. But we still talk about where he got wobbled a little bit before he knocked him out. He got wobbled before he knocked him out is what they say. That's the critique we get. The fight against Clive Velasquez. The ref said it's a slip. Some people said it was a knockdown. He stopped the guy who had never been knocked down or stopped before. An undefeated guy who went further than him and Errol Spence and Sean Porter and Danny Garcia. He went further than all of them in the Olympics. We forget that part when we say he ain't fought nobody. But I digress on that point. Let me finish this bird up, and I'm going to set the table for you. You guys can eat till you get full, man. The type of fight that you guys are asking for is going to bring more scrutiny on him. But I think you guys kind of just like with the Floyd Mayweather thing. They want to see you cut up. They want to see you bleeding. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people was happy when they saw Roy Jones get knocked out by Tarver. Like, oh, finally. But I'm telling you guys ain't about to see it happen with Kell Brook. Not this Saturday. And with that, I'm going to give y'all the floor.
Yeah. So I just want to touch on what Mark and Black Star are saying. At the end of the day, I mean, Black Star comes with some good facts about Kell Brook. And, he's got some good things to go on. But I think there's way less people thinking like that right now. So Black Star, salute to you for riding with Kell Brook at this point in his life, bro, because I don't see him as more than 70% or 80% max of himself. Okay. So if you think, bro, if you think that 70% or 80% of Brook can beat a Crawford, wow. I got to tell you, bro.
And that other 10 to 15% you missing from 100% is the orbital bones.
Okay.
10 and 10 or either 15 and 15. That's what he missing. That's what he missing. That's what Terrence gonna have different from him. He's gonna have 2 orbital bones in place. Without getting hit by, he ain't know what it feel like to get hit by Triple G yet or Errol Spence. That's his advantage. How about that?
Well, are you putting money on this fight, Black Star?
Good question.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm because I was talking to Basement, man, and Basement is the betting guy. I never do the betting thing, so he's kind of explaining to me how it goes. But them odds is looking damn good. I have to take advantage of this. I think
it's 10 to 1, bro. Put $20 on it.
Yeah,
holy shit.
Yeah, I got to get in that. Yeah, bro.
Holy shit. Is that the odds?
Yeah, I got to get
bro,
involved,
these
my
are
man.
bigger odds than Tank. These are bigger odds than Devin and Gamboa. Bigger odds
Yeah.
than Loma and Tio. That was my first time betting on, like, doing that online betting and trying it out, and I won. I bet it on Tio and I won.
Okay.
I could have
Okay.
won more if I wasn't being greedy. I put 10 on the win and 10 on the knockout. I got $42 for that $10.
Man.
And I could have got 72 if I just put all 20 on the no, I could have got 82 if I would have just put all 20 on the win.
Man, see that? Yeah, this one here got to definitely get involved in this one. But
Bro,
I
put
tell you one
$10,
thing,
bro.
brother.
Just don't put no more than $10 so you don't be mad. Just put $10 on it. And if you win, you got your hundo and just, you know what I'm
Holy.
saying?
Hey, bro, I've been calling this for over a year. I got to get paid on this one.
Oh, put the house on it. Hold on, let me show the cat. Put the house on that
I
shit.
got to
Let's
get paid
go.
on this one.
Get
Look, man.
rich, man.
Hey,
Get
look.
rich. Put that mortgage on it. Put the car on it.
Look, I'm gonna tell you
Put the
though.
kids' braces on it. Go all in. Go ahead.
One thing I'm gonna say about this situation, man, is you can't never underestimate the heart of a man. A man who is determined and is on a mission. And this brother Kel Brook is on that. And I feel him 100% because we've been wanting this, man. And this is something that Eddie Hearn wasn't even trying to give him. He had to actually get away from him in order to get the opportunity to get this thing. So I know he wanted real bad. He in shape. He looking wonderful. He already say he got some chocolate brownies waiting on him. So he gonna go give him the business. He gonna give it his best. However it end up. One thing you can bet your money on. He gonna give it his best, man. And it's gonna be a hell of a fight for however long it lasts. It's not gonna be the Kel Brook. Everybody's thinking he broke down like an old Ford truck on the side of the road and he just ain't got nothing to offer. It's not that guy, man. I'm telling you. He got a little something left in there, man.
Once you quit once, though, it's easier to quit again and again.
Hey, all I'm saying is, Kel Brook, I know you got your phone. You ever watch YouTube, man? You need to subscribe to Black Star TV.
Hey.
And listen, Kel Brook, not only subscribe to him, you need to pull up on his thing, bro, because he's been riding with you for over a couple months now. You know what I mean?
Man,
so
look,
I can't take that away from you, bro. I just can't.
But look,
you know what I mean?
Kel Brook went on somebody else's YouTube the other day, man.
Yeah, well, I'm just letting him know that he needs to pull up either here.
Yeah, man. I've been trying to get the interview, bro. I've been hitting him up on Instagram and everything, bro.
Okay, because you're giving him not just a lot of respect, bro. I think you're putting him in this fight more than most. I'm just letting you know, Black Star.
How much you betting? How much you gonna bet, Black Star? Roughly.
Yeah. Well, see, like I say, I got a my partner is the one that bets a lot. He hits a lot, so he was trying to explain it to me. Once I get that figured out, I'll give you the figure, and then we're going to put it down, man.
You put 1,000. You put 1,000 down. You're gonna get $10,000.
Hey, I just want to say one thing, Black Star, and this is just because I'm a big boxing fan. If you don't respect Crawford, yeah, and you think that you don't have respect for none of his power or pop shots, and if you think that Brook is coming in with that mindset, because I know Brook fights like that. And I know Brook is going to go in with no respect for Crawford's power. That could be detrimental. We haven't seen Crawford in a situation, I'm just saying, where if a guy comes and thinks that he's going to bully him with that power that you're thinking, we could see the best of Crawford too, Black Star. And we could see something here where...
Yeah, we could. Yes, we could.
Because
we
this could be...
And I want to see that too.
Because don't forget his game plan, and I'm sure Mark will respect what I'm saying here. His game plan knows what Brook's ability is. And I'm telling you now, if that's what Brook's relying on, Crawford's got more in his pocket than Brook has, if that makes sense. You get what I mean? With his ability and his boxing IQ and what we've seen that he can adapt. So I hope that Brook's got more than just that punching power. He got a box in there. I know this guy's the better boxer, but Brook got to be able to box in there in some of them rounds.
Oh yeah, I mean, don't sleep on Brook. Brook got a nice right hand, a nice straight right. You need that 1-2 down the pike is something to be. He's gonna have to acknowledge. He's not gonna be able to just walk through it either. So he's gonna have to adjust on it as well. And like you say, Bud like to start slow, and Kel Brook is not so much. He like to go to work, man. And I appreciate that work ethic, man. And it's gonna be a great fight, man. That's one thing. A lot of people was telling me in the beginning, oh man, it's a wash. It's this. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a good fight. If nothing else, if I pick the winner wrong, I'm telling you one thing, it's gonna be a hell of a fight. And that right there, I bet the farm on that.
Hey,
'Cause,
my London subscribers want to know, what channel are you guys going to be watching this fight on?
it's on ESPN in America.
So you're ESPN Plus?
No, I think it's regular ESPN.
Regular
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah, regular. And,
Okay.
and see the disrespect that they give to Bud Crawford, man. Why is he not even on ESPN Plus, man? They
Well,
gonna put him
Bob
on.
Arum said he wasn't putting any fights on ESPN Plus right now. He said it's not fair to the American people due to the pandemic.
Yeah, and then right after the Lomo fight with Teofimo, the first thing he was hollering was pay-per-view.
But you know what though? I gotta be honest,
for
yeah.
Tyson Fury, right?
No, for the rematch of Teo and Loma, he went straight to pay-per-view.
I didn't know that.
I'm like, this dude said this now because he saw, once he got the results and he saw how many people watched it, because he didn't believe that people would react. Because if you take these two guys separately, they haven't really sold a lot or had a lot of pay-per-view buys or views or whatever.
That's why they watching. We just flipping through the TV. Like, oh, it's a fight on, and they didn't cut like that.
Yeah,
they let that fight run, bro.
Yeah, and then they don't promote those guys like that. They should be on commercials more regularly. You don't even see these guys doing commercials, man. Back in the day, you see Sugar Ray Leonard doing commercials, Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier. You had different, you would see these fighters. Now you don't see that anymore.
That's because boxing is more of a niche sport now too. Brands aren't really getting behind people like that. With boxing. Boxing is such a corrupt sport. We all can agree to that, I'm sure, right?
But I don't think that Crawford's getting the best piece of the cake in America. Looking on the outsider, I mean, look, I'm just going to be honest, right? What I see from outsider, I feel bad for Brook. Not Brook. I feel bad for Crawford because at least other fighters promoters have been able to put them in with the right fights. And what I feel bad for Crawford, he's always in a fight that no matter how great he does, like even right now, if he beats Brook, not many people are just going to say he's supposed to do that. He's supposed to do that.
Yeah, so you're right, and that's not right.
What I'm saying is he's in a no-win situation, and at the moment, yeah. And what I don't like about this situation, when I look from the outside, you look at Errol Spence, yeah. They talk a big thing that because he's got the big limelight, he's got Dallas Cowboys riding with him. I know that Dallas Cowboys was even doing a few things with him because they were showing stuff all over the world, right? They were promoting him. They promote him big in Texas. But what I'm saying is, you look at Crawford. He's a pound-for-pound guy, but he's not known. They don't talk about him like that, bro. They don't even show him on TVs like that, bro.
Hey, Omaha don't have no pro team.
Yeah.
They got a lot of good college teams and stuff like that, but they don't have no pro team.
Yeah. So he's not. We don't really hear about him like the pound for pound. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And he's always in a no-win situation. But let me ask you this, Black Star. Just forget about the Brook situation at the moment. But if he wins this fight, I just want you to think when he wins this fight, if, do you not think, right, that the only fight we're gonna fucking want to see is Errol Spence fucking Brad Crawford? We don't want to see nothing else. We don't want to see nothing else, bro. That's the only fight we want to see.
No doubt about it. I'll be right there with you, bro. 1,000, because that's the only question. Because if I see that, I know that's gonna be a much better fight than even I thought. Then I'll be like, man, hell yeah, I'm ready for that. Let's make this happen. But the reason being why it hasn't happened up to this point is the fact, like you just said, nobody knows him. He doesn't have his profile in that much. That's why when Errol Spence and him met up that time and they first were starting to get all this whole firestorm started, Errol was like 60-40, man, which if you take in consideration the financial aspect of it was a fair offer to him because he's not really bringing that type of he doesn't have the ticket sales and stuff like that, like Earl has, but 60-40 would have been fair. He was like, no, I want 50-50. Well, in order to get 50-50, you're going to have to do some things to put yourself in that position. And I feel like he's doing that now. He's making a move like it. This fight is to set him up for that Earl fight. And I think it's smart on his part and his trainer to do this because they've tried 2 or 3 times to negotiate this thing with Kell Brook, and they finally got it, man. And it's good because they realize there's value in that fight just for, as say, you figure your guy go in there with him, get that experience, and solidify himself there, and then he's prepared for that next one because Errol Spence's, man. I'm a big Spence fan. I'm not gonna hide it, but the thing that
I want all the Spence fans to also be, have a thinking cap and be logic here. That if Crawford goes in there and beats Brook nicely, I want all of the same energy to you guys to make the fight. So I want when you guys are on your platform, we got to push for this fight because everything we say means a lot nowadays. You know what I mean? So
Yo,
I want
bro.
y'all to have the
Yeah.
same energy who are the non-believers of Crawford to make sure that you go in there with all belief to back him up on the fight then. So get him the great fights.
That's exactly where I'm at, bro. And I was for it before when they was talking it before. I was like, man, no, this need to happen. We need to break this together. You got the WBO, you got let's do it. I was saying that before the Porter fight, you know. So yeah, I'm all with that. You know, I just feel like, you know, for me to get more excited about that fight, I need to see this for that fight. So it's like a prep for myself as well. So I'm gonna get to know a lot more about Bud Crawford and this and that, because a lot of times people can have a lot of talent. You know, I mean, you look at Chris Bird, a talented heavyweight. You know, he had all of the skills and the tricks in the trade, but the things that he was missing was those intangibles, and that's what cost him in his career. But when you find a guy that has those intangibles, with along with the work ethic, you know, this presents something that makes people special. And man, I'm telling you, Earl is not an average fighter in no way, shape, or form. He's a throwback, and these fighters nowadays aren't like them throwback fighters, man. That's one thing for sure. He's the closest thing we got to Marvin Hagler or something in this time.
Mm.
Well, as you know, right, I want to see the same energy for Crawford because right now,
No
people
doubt.
don't. When I
No
go to
doubt.
all this social media, bro, they're not speaking big about Crawford, and that's stupid. You guys have got a pound for pound guy over there, man, and y'all need to support him. And the one
Yeah.
thing I don't understand is because I'm a Spence fan and a Crawford fan, but I'm a fan for boxing. If this guy goes in there and beats Brook, and he's always in a no-win situation, well, start putting up there that he deserves these big fights. You know what I mean? So the boxing fans realize that Crawford belongs in them fights.
Yeah. Oh, he'll
Uh,
get it, man. I don't think. And the thing about it is, you know, Earl has been for this fight, you know, but like they say, it's, you know, he has to pick up his side of it because of not because of saying that he's not worthy as a fighter, but the economics of the money situation. Like Earl has a certain amount of income he can guarantee for the fight. Kales is not to that level because, like you say, people don't know him. He doesn't have you put him somewhere, he's guaranteed to sell this much and have this much money. He doesn't have that yet. That's what he has to build up to make this 50-50 thing even better. And then on top of that, make the whole pot grow bigger. You see? Because there's a lot of guys, a lot of people are all Bud fans. A lot of them like Bud just because they hate Earl Spence. You know,
mm.
I mean, you got that type of thing going on out here, but most of the casuals are the ones that you hear talking about. The ones that are diehard fans are not putting Bud down because they know Bud is a good fighter. Nobody's taking that. I'm not trying to take it away from him. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just saying this right here is a test for him that is much needed. And if he goes through, he's getting 1,000% credit for me. I'm not going to shortchange him. If I put an obstacle in front of you and I say I want to see what happened to this, and you pass that test, well, I'm giving you your just due.
Okay, listen, let me ask you something, guys. How old is Bud?
Bud's like 33.
How old is Spence?
Who? You said Spence?
Yeah.
He's younger. I know
Yeah, he's 34. He's like 30 now. Yeah.
So that means 2021, we got to get a unified fight at 147. It's got to be a unified champion, bro. Regardless of what the Spence fans think or the Bud fans think. If Bud goes in there and beats Brook, regardless of how he wins or what he does, because we know he's not going to get the credit anyway, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Let's get that fact. No matter what he does, Mark, he ain't getting no credit. You get me?
Hey, I want to I just want to answer that question you asked earlier though, and you're right. I think if Bud goes out there and let's just say he sparks him in the first round or makes him quit very early, anticlimactically, like
he ain't getting credit, bro.
like Amir Khan,
he ain't getting credit, bro.
Getting credit. They're gonna be
he
like,
ain't getting credit.
And you said it's the only fight I want to see after this fight is him versus Spence, or I can't say that for certain because I would still like to see him face Pacquiao. I would like to see Pacquiao face Spence. You know, I would like.
Yeah,
to see,
okay, we can put Pacquiao in the mix, but we know Pacquiao
but
chooses his fights how he goes now.
Yeah, so absolutely, but it seems like everybody over there, but on PBC doing that. If you got the titles, but it seems like but Crawford might be planning a PBC move though, because when Andre Ward asked him those names, how does he see? How would he like to ride off in the sunset? He said, right, it needs to be undisputed, right? We need to get undisputed because Spence already unified Papa Kaplan. Spence is unified, but we need to get undisputed.
But y'all have to recognize this, Mark.
But yeah, all four of the fighters he named are PBC fighters. That's what I was trying to close with on Rap Star. But go ahead.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is everybody now has had enough of all this bullshit. people know, yeah, that if Errol Spence goes and smokes Danny Garcia and Crawford smokes Brook, that's the only fight we want to see. Because I'll tell you why. I don't care what people doubt Crawford. Even though I'm a Spence fan, I don't see nobody else giving Spence a fight or beating him but Crawford then.
Exactly, bro.
So I want to see the fight.
Exactly.
I just want to see the
That's
fight
exactly
as a
what I was
fan.
saying.
As a fan, bro.
That's the only 50-50 where I feel like I wouldn't even put no money down on this fight. I don't care who say what. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm lying. I would bet on Bud. I would still bet on Bud.
But if you're a Bud, if you ride with Bud, you would put money on Bud just because of that's how it is.
I'm still ride with him because I think Spence gonna be the favorite. You know what I'm saying on paper.
Yeah, Spence is definitely gonna be favorite, Black Star.
Yeah. But you know, I do think it's a bit unfair, man. But you got to realize that a lot of that is attributed to casual fans who don't really know what they're looking at anyway, and they just going topically off what they see. Well, they hear this name, so I'm rooting for that guy for whatever reason. They're not really understanding what's really going on in the ring.
And
that
it's channels too, Black Star. Not to cut you off, but the channels push certain narratives too.
Oh yeah, no
because
doubt.
they just like they bring racism into it. Like I'm around with the black guys against Bob Arum. Like their hate for Bob Arum, especially due to the business that people don't like how he did the Mayweathers or the Oscar De La Hoyas. They say he's not fair. You know, the stories about the no black fighters, the Ali stuff, you know, the money. Like they say Bob Arum's like he's actually on record of testifying in court saying I paid off judges, I paid off refs. Like he's bad for the business.
Exactly.
But he has put on legendary fights with his company. And I think people hate Bob Arum so much that rubs off on Terrence Crawford. Or if you hate Floyd Mayweather, that rubs off on Spence. But I respect anybody get in that ring. But go ahead, man. I think channels push a lot of narratives out here because boxing is a niche sport.
Yeah, that is very true. You're absolutely right about that, bro, for sure, man. You know.
So did you guys see the live the press conference on the internet today?
You know I did.
I know Mark. I already know Mark did. I'm asking Black.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't get a chance to see that today. I sure did.
Okay. It just looks like every time Brook keeps losing weight, his head keeps shrinking. It's crazy. It's mad how you look at his head and it looks like it's so slim, isn't it, Mark?
The way he was sitting there, I didn't notice it at the angle. I was just trying to notice. I couldn't tell if that was stubble on his face or if he had a bruise on his face from sparring. I was looking at that. I was looking at his eye contact when he's saying he was gonna stop Terrence or put him or make him quit. I was just trying to see, do you even believe that? Because you got stopped your last time out at 147. You know what I'm saying?
We know a lot of great fighters have been stopped and come back and done great things too. So
that's true.
I mean,
very,
at the end
very
of the day,
true.
you can't. And you being the you're in sports psychology, right? Isn't it?
Absolutely. No, I'm not. I'm not a sports psychologist by trade, but I understand the science and I respect the science.
Yeah. So one thing about Brook, I do realize, if I'm not mistaken, being from England, once he used a hypnosis, like a sports hypnosis person, like they all have. Nobody lets you know the things that fighters have in their lives, like consultants and stuff like that. They do. So it's just the way it works at elite level. So what I'm saying is I hope he has been fucking hypnotized because he's going to need it, Mark. You know what I mean? He got to be hypnotized to go in there, to believe it, to achieve it.
Man.
Hey, Black Star, you know this, innit? If you believe it, you can achieve it, brother.
That's it.
He better make sure he believe it because he coming against a man who's a dog. This Terrence Crawford believes more than anybody gives him.
Well, Brook is going to be in the next Rocky movie.
Yeah, this Crawford is a dog. He's a true believer of himself anyway, you know what I mean? So this is believe it and achieve it. So let's see if Crawford can even let this guy into the fight. Because where I'm looking at this now is that if Crawford is the pound for pound guy, every time Brook comes in with that power or something, Crawford must have an answer for this. Crawford must have a really good answer for this. And remember one thing about boxing. If Crawford's got enough pop shot to make Kell Brook think twice every time he's coming with his power or every time he's coming with a counter, all it takes Crawford to take is just to know that he's changed you out your game plan. Then it's his fight. So that's all Crawford needs to do.
Then, bro. God help you. Or corner help me.
Yeah, because Crawford's good at getting a man to. He reloads data for a few rounds, and once he's got you, Because I've never seen a fighter, who's ever outboxed Amir Khan. I don't care who the fuck you are. I've never seen a fighter go in with Amir Khan, regardless of how weak his chin is, and outbox Amir Khan with the speed that Amir Khan has. Amir Khan has outboxed all his fighters until he's been knocked out. But
What
this
beats
guy
speed,
Crawford,
Rapstar? What beats what? Let me ask Black Star that too. Rapstar, Black Star. Man, what, y'all a group? Hey, hey man, what beats speed in boxing?
What beats
Put it
speed?
in the chat too.
timing,
What
timing,
beats? There
Timing,
you
timing,
go.
timing,
There
timing,
you
timing.
go.
timing all day. Timing all day.
And I think that's what Crawford has. He has incredible timing.
But he got to show us, Mark. He got to show us. And
Keep showing us.
once he closes the lights down and he shuts the lights off, it's only one thing I want to hear Crawford say in that ring. I want
It's-
Errol Spence.
I want
Let's
him to
finish
say
this
it,
game.
man. I want him to say it.
Yeah.
I think that he has to be vocal about that. But I think when last time he spoke to Spence talked to him when when he was on Twitter, and Spence pretty much FaceTimed him and was they talked and that was it almost. And ever since then
Yeah.
it's been like it's cool. Like
Well,
I
they
guess he want to see how Spence looks first, and we want to see how he do. You get what I'm
exactly,
saying?
because they got together and had like a little agreement amongst themselves. And he was kind of like trying to explain to him, because like they said themselves, man, they both cool guys. They have respect for each other in that way. But like they was talking business, and
I
and it
can
really
picture Spence tell him too, bro. The way you going about it, you ain't gonna get it that way, bro. Don't let them
that's
hype you up for that, cause
yeah,
I can go through my career and never have to fight you, bro. You know what I'm
that,
saying?
that's it.
You
That's
want to
it.
get this money together, we can get it together, but don't be out here doing that, cause I got my own plan right now. I'm gonna beat all these boys up, get my paper, and then I'm gonna come see you though. But you gonna get the fight before I leave 147. We gonna fight.
That's it. That's
You keep
it.
winning, I'm gonna keep winning, and we gonna see each other at the top if you make it. But
There you go.
don't be
There
on
you
the
go.
internet bashing my name, bro, because you'll never get the fight, bro. That's what
Yeah.
I think.
Hey, that sounds like that could possibly be it, bro. Because that's kind of the agreement they came out with, man. Because they
Because
really
after
haven't
that, he
gone at each
left it
other after that.
alone. He left
Yeah,
it alone because
yeah,
he was pressing them, bro.
yeah. Because when somebody say, "Well, man, he ducking," they both say, "Man, ain't nobody ducking." So they
Hey,
kind
let
of
me
let
tell you
them,
something
you
though.
know.
If they have that fight, you my American boxing brothers in America, they got to have it in Texas, bro. They got to fill up that 100,000 stadium.
Nah, bro, they gotta do that shit in Vegas, bro.
No, but they got a big stadium
That's a
where
big.
can put
It,
100,000. The hundred
see,
thousand
that's how the
people would come
UK
out.
do it. Y'all go into a place where y'all can get the most people in. In America,
Yeah, but you
big
can,
fights go to Vegas.
Oh, okay. I don't know
yeah,
how
Big
it
fights
works
is
there.
in
hey,
Vegas, bro.
yeah, bro. We
People come
we
from
still can
other
have it.
countries to fight in Vegas, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but Errol's
we
got
still can
Dallas
have it in
Cowboys.
Vegas though. We
Errol's
still,
got Dallas Cowboys Stadium behind him, bro.
I understand. That's
yeah,
why I
but
need to be on a neutral stage like Vegas, or they can do
yeah,
it in New
but
York. But
check
a
this
fight
out,
that
bro.
big is
Check
Vegas.
this
Come
out,
on.
fam. They can still have it in Vegas. Wasn't Deontay Wilder and Fury supposed to fight at the Raiders Stadium, the brand new stadium? They got a brand new stadium out there in Las Vegas now, so
Mm,
they could use that one.
Hey,
mm.
sorry guys, you guys never touch on. I like to think different sometimes. Look at this. What I'm gonna say right now. If they fight, it's not gonna be one fight. There's gonna be a rematch in the contract.
Oh yeah, no
And let
doubt.
me tell you this, Mark. It can go to a trilogy, bro. You never know.
Or
Yeah, you
he
never
get
know.
beat so bad that he ain't coming back. Don't nobody want to see it, because sometimes you can lose and people like, I'm not paying to see
I
that
don't
again.
think that kind of fight will happen between those two.
No, I don't
I
think so.
don't know.
Either.
It could be a tactical. It could just be a tactical chess match, and some would call it boring. You get what I'm saying? It could be a tactical chess match, a lot of holding. Nobody gets knocked down, nobody gets knocked out, and Crawford goes away with the win, like I think he will be. And people will be like, now he just finally get his flowers and the new, and he's undisputed. You know what I'm saying?
But
And I think he might. I don't think he's gonna get that fight right away though. I don't see it happen in 2021.
but you're gonna have to call
Unfortunately.
for it, bro, because he's 33 coming on to 34. I just checked.
Yeah, but you see what he
And if
said
you're not
though.
gonna give wait, if you're not gonna give Crawford a chance to fight in his prime, man, everybody will always say, man, oh fuck, man, these guys never fought each other.
That's what I
Yeah,
would
but
think, but a lot of people not.
Crawford has
Go
a
ahead.
solution for that. Crawford said after this fight, that's why he mentioned the first person he wants after this. He didn't even mention Earl. He said he wants to fight Pacquiao first and then go get Earl. And if he fights Pacquiao, that means he's going to have two belts. He's guaranteed an Errol Spence fight.
They're both saying
So,
the same thing, not just
yeah,
Crawford. Errol Spence says the same, and Crawford saying the same.
Right, he
And if
wants
they both
Pacquiao
don't
too.
get Manny Pacquiao, they both need to unify between each other.
Right.
Hey,
Cause Pacquiao trying to fight Conor McGregor, bro.
yeah, and the WBA is trying to make him fight Mikey Garcia, and they figure that out.
The fuck
Right.
that shit.
Yeah, who the hell wants to see that?
I don't want to see that, man.
And I think we should all boycott that fight, bro. We should.
Yeah.
And any coverage that we do leading up to the fight, or any talk about that we do about it, we should all say who asked for this fight, man.
Man, I don't
Other than
even,
Mikey Garcia.
look, I don't even want to say nothing, but I don't see what's wrong with Mikey Garcia. He can bring himself down to 135 and have great fights, and I don't see why the fuck he wants to be up there trying to make that money. He just wants the money, bro. He wants Manny Pacquiao money. He's gonna get 10. He's gonna get 10.
He want to eat. He want to eat some of them beans and rice, bro.
Yeah, that's all he's in it for. Yeah, but I'm not happy with that fucker. If he's a 40-1, something like his record's like 40-1. He was in it for before, and once Errol Spence gave him that fucking loss, now he's in it for money. You know what I mean? Go back and fight some serious fights, man. Don't just go be chasing that money all the time, because then he just shows me he don't want to be great anymore.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then people are gonna lose respect for him. He was somebody in the sport at once, fighting well and winning. So let him just keep going back to that. Because there's some good fights for him. Why is he scared of? He shouldn't be scared of Teofimo Lopez. Mikey Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, even Devin Haney, Mikey Garcia. These are great fights.
Yeah, I think he's getting ready to retire, man. I don't think he's gonna do much. I think if he don't get that Pacquiao fight, he'll probably just bow out.
Because it's the money, bro. He just want the money now, man. That's it. He don't want nothing else, bro. He just want that paper. You know,
it's called prize fighting, man.
Yeah, I get that, but you know what? At the end of the day, he's facing fights just for the money, waiting around every year just for that one fight now. Now, who does he think he is?
Oh, he can go ahead and fight Pacquiao. Just get Pacquiao to drop that damn belt so that the other guys can really that need to fight. Because Pacquiao ain't gonna beat none of them anyway.
Anyway, I'm getting a lot of messages while I'm speaking to you on my other phone about Brook. So I just want to say this as well. It's true. I need to be fair on this platform. And just like everybody's opinion, I got to take it respectfully. Let's just say now, if Brook does win, because I haven't asked that question now. If he does win, all those fucking haters against him, even his own promotion, even his own trainer, one thing I want Brook to go out there and say, go fuck all of you. Yeah? Because they've treated him like a piece of shit. In England, they've treated Brook like a fucking idiot. His own promotion saying that he ain't going to make it, and his own trainers left him. So Black Star, he got to put respect on Brook's name if he makes this fight.
Man, that's what I'm saying, bro. Just imagine if you're that guy, how you feel. How are you going to approach that fight? What you going to put into that fight? What you going to be willing to do for that fight? I mean, just think about that now. Everybody that you ever thought that had your back and was close to you and they supported you or whatever, all just said, oh, you're a piece of shit now. You know, you're worthless. And they done turned their back on you. And you know that you still got ability to go out here and do something. You're going to be ready for this fight. And they
treat that brother bad, man. They treat that brother bad. Let me tell you, Mark, as well. You got to remember this. They've treated Brook bad, man. They used him as a fucking guy for Golovkin because Eddie Hearn lost the main fight on that time, and he gave him 4 fucking weeks or 6 weeks to get in with Golovkin, right? They used him for that, and then on top of that, they're not standing by him now. That when he wants to make a comeback, Black Star, don't you think that's fucking wrong?
Yeah, they wouldn't even help him get a TV deal for the UK. He wouldn't even just make a call just so that it could happen because Eddie Hearn had the connections. He wouldn't even do that much for him. You know, that's sad, man. When he actually kept your company afloat. He wouldn't even be no matchroom right now if he didn't jump in right there. And the reason that he needed him to jump in then was because he was trying to fuck his son, Chris Eubanks Jr. because he was supposed to be the one fighting Triple G. And when his father told him, he said, look here, you're not going to do him like you did me. You need to pay my son X amount of money. They said, well, we're not going to do none of that. So they cut him out, and Kell Brook jumped in and filled in the spot for him, you know, because they had an empty spot. They didn't have no fighter, and he jumped in there and helped them pull that event off.
That's the worst thing Kell Brook ever did in his fucking career.
Totally agree.
Right, 6 months, bro. He had fought 6 months prior, March 26, 2016, and 6 months later, September the 10th, he's fighting Triple G at 160.
They used him, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
bro, you got to respect the weight class, and then you fighting the guy with, you know, a undefeated quote unquote knockout artist at that time, you know.
Yeah. And matter of fact, because he fought him, that's what gave Canelo the balls to get in the ring with Triple G in the first place.
Mm.
And you know who wasted Kell Brook's time and who fucked Kell Brook a lot of times just fucking around for $10 million? And Kell Brook had a chance to make life-changing money, Mark. Amir Khan never give him that money for the fight. Amir Khan always kept fucking saying he's going to fight him. And Kell Brook used to try and get in shape and try and make a contract with him. And then Amir Khan would say, no, you can't move up 10 pounds the next day. You're going to give you only, this is the only weight you can come in at. And try and make the contract hard for him. So wasting time, no money. So he got frustrated, bro. He got fucking frustrated. You're talking about a world champion who's listen, remember this. This brother is British, is a British guy, and he came to America to take the title, and England's not standing behind him. What kind of fuckery is that?
Yeah, he brought it back.
What kind of bullshit is that, bro?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, this geezer's a brother who's come over to America, took the fucking title, and you motherfuckers are not standing behind him now. I think that's a shame. And now they're saying, oh no, Brook's going in for money. So what? When he was making money with you guys, he was what? Is it not for money? Is it not prize fighting? His own promotion is saying, oh, he's going in. What the fuck is that about, Black Star?
Yeah, that's terrible, man. But it's we see that type of stuff a lot here in the US, man. So it ain't that foreign to us. But I just kind of feel for the dude. Now I kind of understand where he's coming from, man. But I also know things about him before all this, and I know that that's a champion at his heart, and he's gonna go out there and give it everything he's got, man. So, man, I got a sweet spot in my heart for guys like that, man, because that right there, those are the great fighters. Got fighters that don't have those things. That keeps them from becoming great. All the great fighters have that. You can't be a great fighter if you don't possess that. And everybody's selling them short. I mean, like I say, man, it's a classic Rocky movie. You
can see it you can see in one of his interviews. He was upset that he knows that some of the country's not behind him. His own promotion is digging him. His own trainer is leaving him. He just, you can see inside this man, that he was a warrior at once, right? And you guys are leaving him to hang by himself. So I do hope he does something in the fight, bro.
Yeah, man, I'm rooting for Terrence, man. But like you said, man, those are odds too good. $10, man, make me $100. Why not, man? and like y'all said, man, shit, y'all don't sway me, man. Like I'm rooting for Bud. I mean, I think Bud gonna win. I know he gonna win, but shoot, man, if Kell Brook win, man, I wouldn't even be mad, man. That's what boxing is about, man. Everybody has a chance, man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, more big
look,
fight.
I would love to see him on camera say, "Fuck you, Eddie Hearn."
Yeah,
I want to get out of this contract. I can't trust you no more to do
right
who I want?
Me.
He's trainer too, and the trainer. Like,
do you know what I want for him? I want two brothers to go into the fight, and even if Kell Brook does well in the fight and he wins 3-4 rounds, that puts a lot of respect on Kell Brook's name now. Yeah, listen, I want Al Heyman to give Kell Brook his last few paydays.
Man,
I want Al Heyman to reach out to him, man, and say, "Stay over in America. I'll get you Keith Thurman, and I'll get you this guy. Go make some life-changing money, brother."
Yeah, he could, but the thing is, I think he's with Top Rank now.
That's the worst guy to fucking go with, bro. I'm telling you.
But
Brook is with Top Rank.
Yeah, that's how he got that fight.
Oh, did he have to sign a deal with them?
Yeah, I don't know how long it is, but
because you do need somebody to promote you in America, I guess. Like,
that's how
Eddie got a license over here, though. Eddie could have. Oh, but Eddie just don't want no part of it.
Yeah, Eddie got completely cut out of this. See, because like I was saying, Eddie wasn't trying to get him these fights.
Hey, let me tell you how sad it is. Let me tell you how sad it is. Eddie could have got him another couple of $1 million from England, from Sky and all that, and he didn't help him.
Yeah,
that's how bad it is.
All he had to do was make a phone call. He wouldn't even make a phone call.
And do you know why? Eddie Hearn's not happy that he's not getting majority share of the promotion because Bob Arum is.
Exactly.
So Eddie Hearn's not helped him in none of his pay-per-views or none of his England pay-per-views or nothing. He's not. Eddie Hearn owns the biggest channel rights. He owns the biggest channel in the world for Europe. Yeah. And he didn't put him on there.
Why though? Is it something personal?
Yeah, because he's not the promoter. He's not earning the majority share of the fight. He's not the promotion. Bob Arum is.
Yeah, he don't get to come out there and stand out in front of everybody and get the spotlight like he loves. He don't get to have that, so he's mad.
And part of this is just power of Eddie Hearn to show you he owns power. Eddie Hearn's gone openly That he always says these stupid things that are when a fighter leaves me, he gets fucked. He's gonna get done. You know what I mean? He's got this attitude about himself that he wants to show you he's got power.
Yep, exactly. And I think Kell Brook is going to go out here and do something that's going to be monumental, and he's going to be able to give him both middle fingers. And I'm gonna love every bit of it.
There's a big story, but like I said, man, the fans are like not thinking that he's gonna make it because everything's against him. Black Star, everything's against him.
Yeah.
Even how much time he had to train, but I think he's been training though during quarantine. You know.
Yeah.
He's a fighter.
Yeah, and then the thing is, you also got to throw in there this also. They're not fighting for the IBF title, so it's not like he don't have a rehydration card. I mean, he could, well, after the weigh-in, he can come in and fight any way that he is. He can come in that bad boy at 160 if he swell up. So
Yeah, that's what we were speaking about earlier. I had somebody earlier talking crazy. They was like, "Man, Kell Brook probably coming that bitch at 172." I was like, "What?"
oh man,
I was like, "No, not 172, but yeah, definitely 160, bro. I could see him fight 160, 162." Are they even gonna do a same day weigh in just to see the unofficial weight?
They better with Kell Brook.
I could picture him saying, "Nah." I could picture him saying it's not required, and I'm gonna refuse.
Yeah, I don't think WBO does that. So even if they do, it's not gonna mean anything because there's no rule against it.
Yeah, I can picture him just denying it, and we just see him swole up like a tick, bro.
Yeah, so I've just been reading. Yeah, let me let you guys know. There's Premier Boxing Channel is a app, and we have another website is the way we can buy the Brook fight. And the biggest channels have not took the fight on, so that's another bad shit for him.
Premier Boxing Channel.
It's like a low budget channels which have took over the fight for Brook and Crawford in Europe. You know?
Yeah, but you Kell Brook needs to be smart about this. This could be monumental for him. He could come over here and do what Fury just did. If he come over,
he'll change the world. I'm telling you now. If Kell Brook changes the world, those same people who fucked him over keep that energy. Keep that fucking energy.
Yeah, because look, he's going to be on ESPN in America. You know how many people over here is going to be able to see that fight? If he does that and he talks to the right people and have the right interviews with the right ones and win the fight, man, I'm telling you, man, he could actually expand his base. And those who shitted on him over in the UK that want to turn back around and say, "Oh man, Cal did this," and they come back. Now you got a whole open new fan base over here, so he has more options at that point.
He can build a big fan base in America then.
Yeah, all he gotta do is come to Black Star Sports TV. I got you, bro.
I could hear Mark in the background saying, "Oh, it's not gonna happen, guys."
Look, I don't see it happening, but look, I don't donated $10 to Super Chats before. Why not? Or spent $10 on a lottery ticket. Why not spend $10 on? It's a lottery ticket, man. That's how boxing is, man. It's anything can happen, but I don't see that happening, man. But hey, man, shoot, man. What
as a warrior, though, if you're a warrior in your own hotel room and Brook knows what he did with Sean Porter, I hope he's got something in his soul to say, you know what? Let me try and prove this world wrong. Because this is his last. Sean Porter, this is his last ever hurrah ever in his life.
If he wants to prove Sean Porter, bro, you know.
I hear you, but I'm just saying the story sound good though, bro.
Yeah. Hey, look. So does the Lion King.
Lion King was one of the best.
Sleeping Beauty is a beautiful story, man. 7 Dwarfs. These are all fairy tales, though, Rap Star.
Yeah,
they're made for little kids.
Boxing's not a fairy tale. Remember, boxing. Every puncher, they even tell you his boxer's got a puncher's chance. And if you really want to give somebody a puncher's chance, you do need to give Kell Brook a puncher's chance because he is one puncher. You got to give him a puncher's chance, though, Mark, for sure. You know what I mean?
It's a question mark on that chin of Bud's too.
There's no question. He's never been dropped, man. Never been knocked out. He never quit. Anybody get hit, that's part of the game, bro. You gonna get punched in the face.
He's gonna get hit, but I guarantee he taking a knee some point in this fight this week. He's gonna take a knee.
Whoa! You heard this right here on Rap Star's channel. Black Star just said something, bro.
He said Bud gonna take a knee.
Whoa!
Is he gonna take the same knee that Kell Brook took when Errol Spence cracked his face?
He might take that knee
Because you know that's how they stopped that fight. Like he backed up, And
Yeah,
Errol was coming in for the kill. He like, no Maz. No, don't hit me no more, please. But
exactly.
he
And
was
that,
looking up to Errol Spence like Errol Spence was a fallen car, bro.
but the thing about it was, with most people, though, everybody talks about the eye, but he was doing damage to Kel, to the body. And Kel just he was like, man, that's enough. Then he started rubbing his eye. Yeah, but that, I think what made him take that knee was them body shots.
Oh, so you saying he quit?
Yeah, he
You
definitely
agree
had
that
to.
he quit?
Yeah, oh, it's a whole lot of them quit when Errol Spence get him in the ring. That
And
ain't
I
nothing
think,
new.
and I think, I think that what he's doing is projecting and deflecting when he's saying things like, "I'm gonna stop Bud Crawford," or either make him quit in the corner. Man, please. That's Dr. Seuss big capping, man. Get out of here. You're not doing that with Bud Crawford.
Hey,
Well,
sir.
You haven't showed us that you can do that with
Hey,
nobody.
Blackstar.
Go ahead.
Sorry, you got to just read this message, man. Sir Ken's sending you a message, and then carry on cooking.
Yeah, they out, man. They came out earlier too, there, Sir Ken. You right, bro. Sir Ken, man. Yes, indeed. Yeah, man. It's gonna be great. We're gonna see something that we didn't expect to see in this fight for sure. I do see that, man. But I'm telling you, like I say, last year at this time, I was talking about this, and I was saying that this is what he needs to do. And it's about, because everybody was like, man, who Bud gonna fight? Who Bud gonna fight? Remember, that was going on for a long time. I was like, yeah, he need to fight somebody, man. If he's not gonna fight this guy, who do? I said, well, you know what? The guy that he should get is Kell Brook, man. Kell Brook would be the perfect one to prepare him for Errol Spence, because Errol is a different cut. I'm telling you, man. I mean, I'm a fan of his. I can be accused of being a fanboy, or however the saying go nowadays, but I gotta call it like I see it, man. He got something special, and nobody outworks him. Nobody outworks him. And most of the time when somebody fights him, it take him a year to fight again, because they done got beat up. I mean, they really get beat up because he goes to work. He don't go in there and play around. He works in there. He is constantly trying to get at it. He's throwing punches. That's what Kell was trying to do.
Can Sean Porter beat Kell Brook now? In your opinion, Blackstar?
Sean Porter?
Can he beat him now?
Beat who?
Kell Brook. Yeah, has Sean Porter got better? Because I think he's gotten better since Kell Brook. Do you think he can beat Kell Brook now? Because he does fight different on the inside with the holding and spinning guys when they trying to hold. He actually does more holding too now than he used to do back then. Do you think he could beat Kell Brook now?
Honestly, I hadn't thought about that because it's been such a while. I mean, he's more experienced than Bud is. Bud doesn't have the experience with these bigger guys. He's been in there before, and he's already proven he can go 12 rounds with him. So, it's definitely going to be a hell of a fight. I think he'll give a better effort than he did the last time. I think he kind of sold himself short towards the end, but it was a good fight, and I don't know. It could go that way, man. I mean, I'm not saying that.
Could Kell Brook beat Danny Garcia or Ugas?
Oh yeah, especially Ugas. Ugas regress.
Okay, and you see him beating Danny Garcia too?
Yeah, I do. I do see him beat him.
Thurman. Could he beat Thurman?
Oh yeah, anybody gets Thurman to the body can beat Thurman. Especially this Thurman now. I don't know about one time, but this Thurman that we see now, they get out of the
So according to you, Kell Brook is like number 2 or 3 welterweight. Only one I ain't say was Manny Pacquiao.
Man, what was he when he had the belt? Was anybody challenging him for number 1 spot? Nope.
Errol Spence.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but Errol Spence never had a belt. But
Errol Spence was his mandatory. That's what he was saying.
But I'll tell you what, mate, at that time you're talking about, Blackstar, I do need to butt in. Kell Brook was the number 1 welterweight at that time. Even Mayweather said, "Now I'm giving up. You got to go through Kell Brook."
That's my point.
Mayweather was putting respect on Kell Brook's name at that time.
Yeah.
And Kell Brook was trying to fight Amir Khan.
Yeah, and he waited around for that big. Yeah, but listen, Mark, would you not wait around for $10 million? They were offering $10 million for that fight, bro. $10 million is life changing. Kell Brook was only getting $2 million for Errol Spence. Amir Khan's a big draw with the Saudi Arabians and all that. Remember that, Blackstar?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's a big draw, man.
Sure,
he's like Adrian Broner.
He bring the Saudi Arabian crowd. He bring the
Pakistanis,
the people from Dubai. He bring the Muslim fans.
Man. All the Muslims around the world, bro.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, that would have been a huge fight, man.
And
They
that's why that mofo still isn't retiring. He's still waiting for another phone call
yep.
because he know he can still make money even if his chin get knocked out. But what I'm saying is, Kell Brook got done in that fight. He never got the fight at the end
Yeah,
because you know
that was
why?
terrible.
Because Bob Arum paid Amir Khan over $6-7 million just to come and fight Bud Quickly. Remember that? They paid
That was
Amir
way
Khan a
later though.
lot of money. They
That
paid
was
Amir Khan
way
a lot
after
of money.
though. But Rap Star, that you skipped some years. He had already lost his title. Like
Oh,
he was trying. He was
sorry. He
trying to.
got the Canelo fight. He got the Canelo fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Mark. He got the Canelo fight. And that's where Brook got fucked again. Brook being fucked by Amir Khan over 2-3 times.
He's
You know
supposed
what
to
I
fight
mean?
him before the Canelo fight. He was supposed to
Yeah.
fight him before Triple G.
He
was
never
trying
got
to-
those. Yeah, because
Right.
yeah, he never got those. So this is where you got to understand Brook had to take them money fights, and that fucked his game up. And now he's coming back for money again. Whether Black Star thinks he's coming for legacy, most of his mind must be on the money too.
He already
Oh, that
counting that
never
money.
hurt.
He already spending that money for Christmas. He asking everybody,
No,
tell Uncle Kel what you want for Christmas.
Be right on time.
He planning the Thanksgiving dinner, bro. He like, I'm fighting good. I'm fighting on the 14th so I can eat good on Thanksgiving, yeah? I don't know how his
Man.
accent is, but he's gonna eat. He gonna eat his own chocolate brownies.
Yeah, he
Kell
said,
Brook's in America right now, isn't he?
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
They
yeah.
going to the bubble. They going to like some little bubble tomorrow where they can't leave out till
Yep.
after the fight.
Yeah, he's looking for media in America right now. All the media in America supporting him because the media in England is not.
That's disappointing, man. He don't deserve that though.
I mean, we saw him on Trill Boxing. I've never been on that channel.
Yeah,
Trill something.
he
But
just did that just
yeah,
the other day. Yep.
yeah. So we were surprised that no channels picking them up in Europe, but you small budget channels out there, right? At least he's reaching out to them to try and get his voice heard, you know. But
Yeah.
it looks bad, man. He was our number one welterweight in England, bro. He was flying our flag. At one time, he was the man. You know what I mean?
And don't have a bad record, bro. He only lost to Errol Spence Jr. after coming off a loss to Triple G, and at that point, everybody was losing to Triple G. Shit, to this day, Canelo's the only person that can say they beat Triple G. Like, come on, bro. Like, bro, this is not no easy fight for Bud Crawford, bro. But I look forward to him making it look easy, though, if that's even possible against somebody like Kell Brook. Kell Brook is a big dude.
Nobody's
man.
ever made it look easy against him.
It's not gonna look easy. No.
Right.
Gennady Golovkin couldn't make it easy for the first 6 rounds.
Bud is a better boxer than Triple G, though.
Yeah.
Triple
G
G
just
is straight
stronger.
up and down,
Let-
come
let-
straight
let-
forward,
let-
European style.
Mark, allow me to remind you of a few things.
Please do.
Number one,
I gotta go, man. I'm gonna talk to y'all tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, but you
bro,
told
No, I'm
yeah,
joking.
all
I'm
right.
joking. I'm
I
joking. Go
enjoyed
ahead,
it,
go
bro.
ahead.
I appreciate that, man. I'm a sub to you, brother, and man, we got to do it again, man. It's fun, man.
Go ahead.
Hey,
Go ahead.
Mark,
I'm gonna let
before
you get
you
your
leave-
last thing off. Go ahead.
Before you leave, Mark, let me just make sure I do the exit correct. In Rapstar's channel works different. Nobody just pop off like that, bro. We've got to put respect on each other's name. So everybody, like and subscribe to Mark Nash, just like you like and subscribe to Rapstar. He's a real one. He's a producer.
Yeah,
He
bro.
does some serious tricks. Now, Mark Nash, take the floor before you exit.
Hey, I want to hear what Black Star was about to enlighten me on, real quick though. Go ahead.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was knockout king in the world, right? And he fought guys that that could outbox him. They had great skills and everything. And then they'd be winning a few rounds, and then all of a sudden he'd catch him, and then the fight is over. So what I'm saying is, you can't put everything in just because you got skills. It takes more than that to win the fight, and that's what's going to be displayed in this fight. But yet that makes the fight. You see, so that's good in itself. So you got to have that balance in a fight anyway, because that's the whole thing. It's like that bull in the matador type thing.
That was my point. Skill. That's a skill. Like you. What else? Let me ask you this. What else do you need more than skills to win the fight? Because I don't believe height wins the fight. I don't believe reach wins the fight. I don't believe weight wins the fight. I believe the only. I don't believe power. I don't believe power is the only thing that wins the fight. Floyd fought a whole bunch of people. A lot of people can punch and hit hard. but skills pay the bills. I gotta make sure you don't hit me, or by the time you can hit me, I got you so tired that, and I took so much steam off your punch, or I counter your jab so much with a slick left uppercut, like if you're from the southpaw stance like Tank, to make you stop throwing your jab. I gotta put doubt in your heart. I gotta pop you one good time, let you know I'm a hitter too. My hands ain't just for writing checks. I can fight back too. So my thing is, what else do you think you need? Like you said, skills ain't you need a lot more than skills. Man, skills is what you
No,
need.
I ain't saying
Skills
a
pay
lot.
the bills.
I ain't saying a
You
lot more,
did say
but
that. Rewind the
it, it,
tape.
it takes skills to hit you with that big punch and let you feel that power. That's what Mike Tyson would do. I mean, he been in there with fighters. I mean, like Buster Douglas. Buster Douglas was dominating him, and he caught Buster and dropped him. And when you look at it now, a lot of people say, "Well, it was a long count," and I tend to agree with it now. But I mean, the fight was going one complete way, and all of a sudden, boom, fight is completely the opposite. That's all I'm saying.
And that wasn't no lucky punch though when he hit him with.
But
He
that's what I'm
set that
saying.
shot up.
It takes the skill for that
Lewis set
the punch
Tyson
to
up.
land.
That's what I'm telling you. Skills pay the bills. You agree with me then?
But you're saying skills as just skills by itself is what goes in Bud's favor.
No,
Like the other guy doesn't have none of that to counteract that just one time. It's only take one punch to change the whole demographic of the fight.
But at this level, I think Sugar Ray Leonard said it best. At this level, man, guys aren't just getting hit with quote unquote lucky punches. Guys are getting set up with shots. For a novice would think it was
No,
a
it
local
don't have to
punch.
be lucky. No, it don't have to be lucky because, like I say, it's the power equation. That's a skill in itself
I
to be
think I
able to hit
think Bud
somebody. I
can
mean,
take I
Deontay
think Bud
Wilder.
can take I think Bud can take Kell Brook's best punch. Kell Brook is not out here
That's
knocking
fair.
dudes out
That,
left and
that's
right,
that's
bro.
fair. That's fair. But we got to see the fight. That is fair.
You're right. You're exactly right. We got to see the fight. That's why we here. I'm excited for it. Thank you guys again for allowing me on your channel and your panel, Rap Star, Black Star. I'm gonna make sure I go over there and subscribe to you, Black Star Sports TV. It means a lot to me and my audience to be able to talk boxing with you guys. Make sure you go to subscribe to Mark Nash. It's spelled like you see it on the logo right there, MarkNash. And you can go to marknash.com, pick up some dope merch, listen to some music. If you're in the Atlanta area, you're trying to get a video done, holler at me. Let's get it popping, man. Thank you again. It's your boy Mark Nash.
Hey,
Hey,
you got a message before you go, Mark. Somebody, Sir Ken, saying salute to you from the 810, 810.
For sure. Where? 18. Where is that at?
Detroit.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
in Detroit, bro.
Detroit. Shout out to Detroit, man. Some
Hey,
good
we
people
can't
out
wait
there.
to watch the fight, bro. And I'm gonna invite you in Sunday again, and that's when I'm gonna cook up about the aftermath and post fight of Terence Crawford, Kell Brook.
Man, what time you gonna do Sunday?
Right.
After you,
What
because
time
I
you
know
doing
you
yours
guys
Sunday? 'Cause I
Sunday
know I'm
too.
doing one.
Yeah, that's
You
true,
know,
bro.
Sunday
Or
is the day
maybe
you got to
I'll
talk
just meet
about it.
you and Mark at your one then, Black Star.
That'll be dope.
However you want to do it, good brothers, it's cool, man. I definitely enjoy chopping it up with y'all, man, for sure, man. It's always a pleasure, man. We just love to talk about that sport of boxing, man.
Flint.
Yeah,
He
for
said it's
sure,
in
man.
Flint. He said 810 is Flint. Hell yeah.
Oh,
Shout
it's
out to
Flint.
Flint, man.
Yeah, bro.
Be safe out there, man. Well, yeah, man. I can't wait. I'm gonna do we gotta do one about the weigh-in. So we can do one on the weigh-in on Friday, man, if y'all want to, man. Holla at me.
Can you give me a quick prediction? Everybody just tell me how you think the fight's going to go and how it finishes, Mark, before you leave.
I got Terence Crawford by dominant fashion. I usually like to save my prediction to closer to the fight, but I think it's obvious. They saw the Terence Crawford hat on earlier, so yeah, I'm picking Terence Crawford to win in dominant fashion. I see a late stoppage, man. He's overseas. He's already counting the money he's already thinking about that Thanksgiving turkey. Yeah, I picture him in there with a new trainer too. Is gonna make it even easier for him to pack it up, man. Especially once he realizes he's being outclassed and getting picked apart. And I think the referee or the corner is just gonna save him from himself. And yeah,
Okay.
that's what I got.
All right, then. Well, you might as well leave so then I can ask Black Star because you ain't going to want to hear it.
No. Go ahead.
Man, I tell you, Wait, I'm gonna be nice to Terrence Crawford on this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Terrence Crawford about a ninth round stoppage. He's gonna take a knee about round 9, maybe 10ish, but I'm gonna say 9, just because you asking me.
So 9th round stoppage. Kell Brook stops Terrence Crawford.
Yep.
Kell Brook, you better like and subscribe. I'm telling you. Yeah. Okay. I mean, we're getting some messages here again, bro. So I got to go through these, bro. But yeah, man. I mean, oh man, this is like, even if Kell Brook's from my side of the woods and all that stuff you told me, Black Star, I love you, man, for your boxing knowledge and your things, but I got to go with Crawford, man. I got to, man. Because
You
if
hear that,
somebody
Kel?
tells me to
You
put
hear
50,
that, Kel, don't you?
you know, I respect that, man. He's from my side, and if he's watching this, man, please, understand, Brooke. You know what I mean? You ain't showed me. Terrence Crawford's a dog, bro, and I know he ain't been tested on that situation, bro. But it's his time now. He's never been hurt before. He's never even been in no injuries like that. He's fresher, bro. So I
You
gotta
know, with
go
the
with
big dog.
I gotta go with Crawford. But one thing I will say, I'll say that I might see some controversy in this fight, which will make it so fucking exciting, even if it's early. Yeah, I want to see that controversy. That if Crawford goes through that controversial, what everybody thinks that he gets in pressure, how he adapts to it, and what he does with it. That's why I'm intrigued to watch the fight. If you really want to know the truth.
Exactly. That's gonna be beautiful to watch. You know how if he can handle it, if he can't, and that's the thing about the sport of boxing, though, man. It's so many things that could happen. We try to make a prediction, but you more than likely you're not gonna be exactly right. But you're gonna get a few things right. You're gonna have some things wrong, but it's never, you never feel the need to ever stop trying to guess it. I think it's gonna happen like this. You know what I'm saying? So you get caught into that. But I nonetheless, it's going to be a great fight, and people that are saying, "Well, this guy devaluing this guy or devaluing the other guy," them guys don't know what they're talking about, man. This is a solid fight. These are two great competitors. It's going to be a tough rock'em sock'em fight, and it's going to be one to see, man. And whoever wins, it is going to catapult himself. And like I say, if Bud gets that, man, he gets all credit for me. And I'll do a whole show nothing but bragging on Bud, and that's just real talk.
And my channel is gonna be, just get ready for the thumbnail. Errol Spence Crawford. That's it. Let's get ready. Let's get ready, bro. And you know what's gonna happen, Mark? I'm telling you now, my channel's gonna get all the smoke because both fans are fucking just as passionate.
We shall see.
You know what I
Blastar
mean?
said he was rooting for Kell Brook. He been waiting for this. He was gonna bet on it, 10-1 odds. But it didn't sound like you sound too confident in your boy Brook though. But we'll see though.
Bro, I'm putting money on this one.
There you go. You heard it here, bro. Black Star TV is putting money on Brook. But if anyone's watching, he's not a betting channel. Don't put your house on it. Don't be blaming me if you come on my fucking channel. No, you know what I mean? Don't bring that heat over here, man. Rap Star's just an open platform. I better just say that from right now.
Hey, Rap Star, put your email in the private chat right here.
Yeah.
Too,
hey, listen, Mark, I'm just making a email right now for Rap Star. So let me just come with the one I'm going to use for my YouTube and send it to you. Send me your email and I'll send it there.
All right, bet.
All right, brother. You all, and even you, Black Star, put your email in the private chat so I can send you some content from England as well. Even if it's something that I can't, if it's something that I hear, I would like to share it with you. Are you there, Black Star?
Yeah, bro. I got you. I'm typing it in there now, bro.
Yeah. And let me tell you something else, though, Black Star. Nobody's cooking about nothing to do with the undercard. So I need to go online and start studying the undercard for this weekend, bro. I mean, nobody even talking about an undercard on this fight, bro.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we'll look into that, man. Then we'll chat that up on the next one, then, because that is going to be interesting. Hopefully, somebody there good. Something got to be good on there, man.
Bro,
they might have that.
Man, some of them undercards, man, be last minute replacements, bro, because people ain't make weight.
Yeah, but I think Bob Arum, he might be having that. Man, what's that, man? Is it God? Is it Big Baby Anderson or something? He might be fighting again, or Miller or somebody, man. I heard something, but I can't remember it right off right now. But we'll check it out.
All right, well, shoot. Hopefully, let me see if I get that email.
Maybe even Berlanga. Berlanga might fight again.
Yeah, and listen, somebody told me, because I haven't been watching Berlanga that much from England. I've watched his couple fights. And somebody told me that his all fights have been knockouts under a certain round. Is
Oh
that
yeah,
true?
yeah. I mean, under the first minute, 14, like he got like 15 straight knockouts like that.
So he got 99% or 100% ratio knockouts now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's got to be close to that. I'm not know the official, but he got to be there because everybody's went up. But the last one, was like a stoppage, but it still goes down as a knockout. But we'll
So
see,
he's one
man.
of the hardest punchers in the game right now. If you look at it as he's coming up, it looks like he's got a really good punching power. He could be one of the hardest punchers coming up.
Yeah, he's looking that way, man. He definitely is. I definitely can't wait to see him, get up there a little bit more. But he's looking good, man. They really starting to push him. And like I say, I think he might be on the undercard now. I'm not sure. I got to double check on that, man. But somebody's supposed to fight on the undercard. I just can't remember who it is right now. Save my life.
Yeah, I haven't checked it yet. I need to check the undercard. But I think that's the only fights we've got this weekend, right? Is the Kell Brook card with Crawford. There is no other fights in America, right?
No, not at no, not at
I don't know. I gotta
no.
check. Y'all watch UFC over there, Rap Star?
Yeah,
Rap
we
Star?
do. I mean, we do watch UFC a lot, but to be honest, I'm a boxing man, and I'm not a combat sports show, so I just want to cover my boxing. You know what I mean?
I can respect that.
And I'm a one-way. I just shoot straight. I like UFC, but I've never grown up to UFC to the way I respect boxing, and I might get hate for that, but it's just the way where I come from, bro.
I ain't mad at you. Hey man, well, with that said, I'm out, man. Thank y'all again, man.
Yeah,
Like, comment,
respect.
subscribe, and y'all smash the like buttons, man. Y'all coming in and out the chat. Smash the like buttons. Even if you're watching this later on the replay, definitely smash the like button and support this brother's show. Make sure you subscribe. Click that bell. Make sure your notifications is lit. And it's your boy Martin Ash. Peace.
Yeah, peace out, man.
Respect, bro.
And Black Star, I gotta tell you, man, respect to your name, man. You said it to me about a few weeks ago that you're gonna ride with Kell Brook on this fight, and you haven't stopped that energy, man. So you're a real one, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, if that's a lot of people don't go by the flow, you're not, you're on your own tip on this, bro. So respect to you, bro. I mean, a lot of people in England don't feel like you too. You do know that, right? So
Man, when I first started talking about that, people was telling me I was crazy. I didn't know what I was talking about. And I'm telling you, man, that'd be a great fight. And then they end up making the fight. And then as it goes on, and I guess as they come through and I'm, talking and whatever, we going back forward time, and all of a sudden I start to see a few other people agree. But the majority is overwhelming Bud side. So that, I guess that's to be expected. But I just think that Kell's gonna be ready for this, man.
shit.
If it's possible, he's gonna get it done.
Yeah, I better stop making my new channel then. Guess what I was trying to do on Sunday? Make a channel just for free smoke. Earl Spence's fans versus Terrence Crawford fans. Who's gonna win this fight? But I'm not gonna put nothing up and coming because I want to look stupid because you've kind of make me feel like not to put that up right now.
Man, I tell you they will come out, man. The trolls will come out in droves.
Yeah, for sure, bro. But I can't wait to cook it up with you after the fight or during the fight. Are you going live once this fight's on?
I don't know yet, but I know in the next couple of days I'll make up my mind up with it, how I'm going to do it. And then we but we'll be in touch again, man. I'm pretty sure I'll see you again tomorrow night. And we'll touch bases and everything. And you got my email, so hey.
Yeah, I got everything, man. I'm gonna send you some stuff soon. But listen, on saying that last, I just want Black Star for you to just exit on this platform and just let everybody know where you're at. Show some love to the people who's come and supported us, and just let them know where they can find you, bro.
Yes, indeed, man. Appreciate you there, Rap Star, man. Everybody in the chat that come by and support my brother Rap Star, man. I'm Black Star Sports TV. You catch me on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. I have a Twitter account, but I don't really use it that much. But come on by if you like to hear about boxing, want to talk boxing, man. Check me out. If not, you'll see me over here chilling with my brother Rap Star, and that's pretty much it, man. But peace and blessings to everybody, man. I'm Black Star Sports TV, and I'm out here. Peace, brother.
Hey, kid, before you go, Sir Ken says that Rap Star Knowledge, you need some mods. What's the mods on this, bro? You need to teach me the game.
Oh, yeah, you got to, like the people in the chat,
Yeah.
you'll notice if you look, well, you're not going to be able to see it from where you're looking at, but if you was to look on your phone or in the recording, like if you go to someone's page, you'll see people that are highlighted in blue. And these people are wrenches. They're actually people that can monitor your chat for you like if you have trolls in there saying things like, you know, eat shit,
Yeah.
whatever like that, they can block them and time them out for you. That way you don't have, you know, they got your back on that situation and kind of like your troll patrol.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll set that up soon. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah,
said, I'm doing it organically. But on that
yeah.
note, Black Star, enough respect to you. Thanks for cooking it up with me, man. And you're always welcome, bro. But sometimes there could be some days that it could be some fans against different fans. And, you know, those days, you know what I mean? It's going to be that free smoke. I might have to entertain that one day a week. We'll see how it goes.
Oh yeah, bro. That's no problem, man. I'll be through again and check you out, man. Support the brother as well, man. So you
For
know,
sure, man. You're always welcome, brother. You're the boxing family of USA for me, bro. So I
hey,
got to make sure that I
like
keep you close.
yeah, likewise, my brother. Likewise.
All
All
right.
right.
Well, on that note, I'm gonna leave as well. So, you know, all my fans, like and subscribe. All the people who just subscribe to watch the fights or just watch what we're talking about, how we're cooking it up. You know, even if you're haters, subscribe if you can. Even if you're haters, show me a like. Even if you're trolling, show me a like. It don't matter, bro. I got thick skin in this game, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. On saying that, bro, I appreciate everybody who's tuned in, who's gonna tune in later. You know what I mean? Rapstar. He's just out, over and out. Respect to the next time. We'll be cooking it soon. Peace.